Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Rookie Quest One Shots here with me, Lewis Blakey, your humble dungeon master. I am here with Brother Humble and Mad Minds for another one of our Hunter's Haven one shots.
Mhm.
Don't know what noise to really do on top of that. Um, yeah, so we're doing another Hunter's Haven one shot. After how funny last time went, I thought it'd be fun to do it again. This time we have a new player with Brother Humble who's be joining this evening. It'll be interesting to see his character. Um, a little brief backstory on exactly what the Hunter's Haven is. The Hunter's Haven is essentially a monster hunters guild in the, if I can get this right, in the region of Peblon. Right, it is outside the city of Lilimar City. It's outside the limits, so it's just outside of a range. Essentially, it's a whole manner of fighters, sorcerers, just these essential like badasses who are looking to make some simple coin hunting creatures for a contract. You can get all sorts from prize fighters, famous warriors, all the way down to literally the bare minimum farmers and run of the and basically people down on their luck who just need some coin desperately because this is a really good way to make some money, but obviously you could die in the process. Last we left off, we had Z and Brock travel their way down across the continent to if I'm completely blanking on the name now. Essentially, they went to a small town in the middle of nowhere that was kind of blocked off. Well, not blocked off, but it was engulfed in by the view of a giant pillar mountain, straight shoot up mountain covered in jagged rock known as Hellmouth Mountain. After some strange investigating, after they were told that people were missing and they were contracted to go find some people, using interesting means such as looking for footprints, breaking down doors, eating feces.
I didn't eat it. I sniffed it.
You
I
sniffed
sniffed it.
it, and then you licked your hand. You were like,
Well, I didn't
and you licked
realize.
your hand to taste the footprints, and you were just, and through some very interesting means, you managed to uh, find a tour guide who took you up to the mountain, who then turned out to be a young, a cursed red dragon. Essentially, it's Ragnar the cursed red dragon. Uh,
I didn't
after
trust
an
him.
after an intense battle of him flying towards you, falling down, hitting the floor, flying back up, almost pretty much dropping you, then falling again, dying. And then you scavenging his parts, you successfully complete the contract by killing the dragon. Yeah, oh, by the way, spoilers. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, you killed the dragon, you scavenged its wings for parts to try and maybe use for later adventures. You made your way down the mountain using one of the wings back to the town. You tried to woo some people. V tried to, get his groove on with some of the ladies, which did not quite work in his favor, but he still tried. And they both made their way back and enjoyed the spoils of their victory, completing their contract and signing their name down for the next available contract that there would be. Yeah, so we have made our way back into the tavern, into the guild, essentially, sat in the front area, um, where you can see just a bunch of people sat down having drinks, food. You're kind of enjoying. What's V doing at this moment as you're kind of sat in this kind of tavern area in the downstairs area?
Me, Z.
Z, sorry, not V, Z, Z,
Yeah.
Z. My bad, Z.
Uh, Z is trying to arm wrestle one of the patrons. He likes to get drunk. And when his time off, he likes to go out and he is arm wrestling one of the guys for making fun of his jacket.
Yes, you're sat there in the town, sorry, in the tavern, and you're having this bar fight. Everyone's kind of getting rowdy around you, and everyone's like, you got this halfling guy who's like, right then, lad, let's have a go then, shall we? Come on then. Make a strength
Yeah.
check.
Strength check.
Yeah, make a strength check. We're doing it.
Okay. Right off the bat. Okay, strength check. Let's see. I got an 11. I'm not that strong.
11. So you're kind of struggling, and your arms dropping. Okay.
No.
And then you look at him and realize that he's like, "Right there, sir. You're quite strong there. You're doing quite well." You realize
yeah.
a lady. You realize a lady walks past and goes, "Ooh, hello there, lass." And you immediately slam his hand down. Ah, hiya, wee bee, and starts all sorts of effing and jeffing in your words or in your way, and then starts like walking off with a broken elbow. Yeah, everyone kind of cheers and throws drinks and gets merry. So that kind of happens throughout the night. Then in the late hours of the evening, just kind of where everything's getting right up to peak partying time and everyone's enjoying themselves, you hear a large smashing kick at the door. You look over and you see outside it's dark, it's throwing it down, and you see stood there is a familiar character that you have mentioned before, but not really talked to. Brother Humble, would you like to introduce your character for us?
That's me kicking the door in?
This is you kicking the door in.
All right.
Essentially, you've just kicked the door in after just completing one of your latest contracts. Not too far away from here in the very murky swamps. And you are covered in mud and bile and blood and mucus and vomit and all sorts of different. Essentially, it was a massacre, and you kind of went solo on it, and yeah, it was a massacre. So what do you do as you walk in covered? Do you want to introduce your character first?
All right. Well, this very stout, chubby halfling walks in, just walking in, swagger with the stuff. Barkeep! He tries to shake some of the stuff from his coat, the blue barely showing through some of the grime in his hair. 2 pints, please, and a wash rag. 2 wash rags, please.
Absolutely, sir. Do not worry, we'll be there soon. I can't speak different languages. I don't want to offend anyone.
I'll walk to a table, make sure that there's an extra empty seat next to me.
Yes, you make your way to the table. You essentially, Z, see him just like kick down this door, barging in, call for 2 rags and a clean rag and some beers, and just plump down. You know this guy is kind of a legend in the area. He's been here for a while, but pretty badass.
Okay.
So you just like respect. Yes, you sit down. You get your rags. You get your beers. Anything you plan on doing in the evening?
Oh, just put the beer next on the empty seat for an empty seat there. So cheers. Oh, just gonna frolic, relax a little. Then we'll see what we start in early Alpine start next morning. Gotta have some ropes and utensils, and just hang out here.
Nice, cool. Yes, you spend the evening just hanging out, both of you, just having a few drinks. You then, obviously, with as normal, what happens when you finish a contract, you get a scar that disappears on your hand to say you completed a contract. You choose to put your name down again so that you can't just use the facilities without being contracted first. So you write your name down on the piece of parchment to say you are contracted for the next event or next contract that comes in. You get the familiar scar of a cross followed by a V, kind of upside down, so it's like a cross on the palm followed by a V there. To signal that you are now contracted to the Hunter's Haven. You can partake in drinks and food and resources as much as you want, free of cost. It's also common as well, I'll mention this to you both now, that anything from your journeys that you've been on that feels it's worth mentioning, you would take back up to the head of the bestiary, which is, if I remember correctly, master of the bestiary, Nim Darren. Who is the high elf upstairs, who essentially is the human memory bank of bestiary. So there's no books up there, it's just him. And you would feed him information so that he can remember it for any adventurers that need to access that next time. So you kind of do that, you relay information. A few days go by, just chilling, nothing really happens. And then I'd say about a week and a half goes by. before you both feel a familiar burning sensation on your hand. You know this as a call to arms. Essentially, you have been selected for the next contract. Any drunken effects or tide effects or anything like that, like any conditions, immediately disappear, as we learned last time. It's a part of the spell, essentially, of the contract that as soon as you are called to arms, you are fully rested. You are not drunk or anything like that. No conditions, no poison or anything, and it clears you everything. You don't know how this magic works. It's quite impressive. So you both make your way upstairs. You kind of bump into each other. Is there anything you two do as you kind of bump into each other, realizing you're both called to this contract?
I just kind of like nod my head. How you doing, sir? It's good to see you. It's good to see you.
I see it's going to be a menage a trois for this affair. Perfect.
It seems so. I just hope not to get in your way, sir.
No problem. Just keep the line clear, and we'll be great.
All right, yeah. I'll tell you how I get this jacket.
I'll tell you how I got mine.
I get instantly intimidated and I back off. I'll tell you another time, sir. I'm sorry.
Wonderful.
Oh, God, I need a swig after how smooth that was. Wow. Can I tell you how to get this jacket? I'll tell you how I got mine. Oh, snap. So you start making your way upstairs, and I'll go through the characters again as you get introduced to them, just so you all know. The first person you meet is the Chief Contract Distributor, or the CCD, Falmar Brown. He is you see this halfling fellow, quite enthusiastic and happy. As he sees you come up the stairs, he's like, see, hello there. How you doing then? You doing good? You doing good?
Yeah, we're doing good. You
good
need help getting them files again?
No. Don't worry. I got it. Don't worry. Absolutely, I've got it. And you'll notice as well. You see this. He gets out one of the sticks, and each stick has a little label on it, and in different heights, representing different drawers he has to be able to reach. And the drawers are upside down, or at least done so that he doesn't have to reach over the top to get them. They just drop through the bottom, and he can hit it, and whichever file comes down he needs. So he's got a little stick that goes to the first drawer, then the second drawer, then another stick for the third drawer, and then another stick for the fourth drawer. And he's got like a collection. He's done quite well. He's very well organized. And you see in there, he's going, yes, let me have a look. Yeah. Okay, I've got a contract for you here. It's like, this contract is a summoning from the... Oh, my. Ooh.
Hey, can you stop oohing and tell us what we're gonna be doing? Sir.
Well, it appears to be a contract from the king himself.
Oh,
interesting.
Yes. He's asked for a meeting. It says here to discuss the contract he has put out. He will disclose further details in person and in secret. Discretion is advised. Please see him as soon as humanly possible. And that's about it. So, are you boys ready? Are you satisfied for your contract?
Always.
Excellent. Like, he doesn't even let you finish that. Excellent. It's like a little flame goes up. The scar burns slightly on your hand to signify that you have accepted the contract. You don't need to sign anything. You've just automatically accepted it. So you know the contract essentially is to meet the king, also known as Sir Nodimir Pebbleton. It's King Nodimir. This guy essentially is the ruler of Alera, which is the continent we are currently on. He is he's essentially the king of Alera, and he lives over. His kingdom is not far. Essentially, you're in the same city, in the same area in Pebbleton. He lives over in Lilimir City. He doesn't come out much often. You know him as a very secluded kind of king, but he's good things. He's quite nice. It's a good city. You would be happy living there, but that's kind of why the Hunter's Haven's set up there. It's kind of funded almost by the city. So is there anything you want to do to prepare? while you're here, while you can get supplies and everything like that? Anything you want to know?
Can I head up back to the blacksmith and kind of finalize the rest of my jacket?
Yes.
Or
Well, it
could we
wasn't.
just like off screen just say that it was finalized.
Yes. So essentially, it was the head of the Hunter's Haven, which was Raboska Zagri. She's the one who enchanted your jacket. She infused it together. She did it there and then and got it sorted.
Yeah.
So just to be clear on the details, did you choose the fire resistance or the fly? Which one did you choose?
I think I'm gonna take the flying.
You're gonna take the flying.
Fire resist sounds fun, but I'm gonna take the flying.
Flying. Okay. So essentially now, as you can essentially with your jacket now, as part of your movement. You can flap the jacket, like do a cool little flap, and you can glide 30 feet. But for every 30 feet you glide, you drop 5 feet. You must be, obviously, the way gliding works, you must be perched up high before you do so. You can't just do it from a jumping. So you need height to be able to glide down. But yeah, that's essentially what it is. And you'll notice on the inside of your jacket, on the outside, it's like the cool design that you chose. But on the inside, it's got like if you look carefully, it's got like a slight reddish tint to it. And it kind of, the veins pulsate with like dark red magic as they pump through the veins to show it's kind of still living. But it's quite a cool effect. So now you've got an even cooler reason to say, how'd you get this jacket?
Yeah. So sorry, you said I can glide 30 feet, and for every 10 feet I lose how much?
Every 30 feet, you drop by 5 feet.
So how far can I glide?
So every 30 feet of gliding distance you do, you drop by 5 feet. So as long as you are, wait, if I get that math right, no, sorry, you drop 10 feet. So for every 30, no, that works. 5 feet. Yeah, my math works. So for every 30 feet of gliding, you drop 5 feet.
Gotcha. Got that down. Sorry.
So it's like, it's not just a straight line or a straight, it's kind of like gliding.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so she sorted that out for you. Yeah, so that's all sorted. Anything else you want to do? Any more information you want to get? I will say this now is like you can come back to this. It's not like this is your last chance to get anything before you go. This is because it's so close to you, because it's literally half-hour walk to the city, to the palace itself. You can easily just come back and forth, depending on obviously what the king wants you to do.
I turn to what's your character's name again?
I've never asked. Well, since we'll be traveling together, you can call me Popo. My name is Podrick P. Ballard.
Yes, sir.
My sister Nana will be with us, but she's a little shy. Don't worry about it.
You gotta say what again? You're who?
My sister. She's always with me.
Where is she? I don't see her, sir.
Don't worry about it. She'll keep us safe on our trek.
I am very nervous.
Respect my space, her space, and we'll be fine.
Yes, sir. No problem, sir. I'm ready to go whenever you're ready to go, sir.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, so then, so you start walking your way down over to Lillimar City, this beautiful kind of almost steel and marble looking city. On the outskirts, you have farmland. It's very rich. You've got different crops growing like corn, wheat, flour, rice. You've got all sorts growing. It's beautiful. You've got windmills, and then you make your way past the stone walls, and you're making your way into the kind of the market area. Essentially, your clothes shops and your. It looks like the way I can describe it, it's like a baseball field. And it kind of goes uphill, travels up a little bit. Oh, why have I gone green? Oh no!
You've disappeared on us.
Yeah, I've gone green for some reason. I don't know why. There we go. I'm back.
The green screen finally worked.
The green screen worked, but not as intended. There we go. Anyway, so the way it works is that you kind of make your way uphill. It travels upwards, and at the peak of this hill, where it just drops at the back, is the palace. Lillimar Palace. So you make your way in, you pass the stone walls, and you make your way into the markets, into the shops. You kind of your basic area, kind of town, and this kind of like quadrant really, and it looks very nice. It's not too dirty. You have got dirt roads, but some bits cobblestone. It's looking very nice. And then you make your way past this steel wall, and the guards let you in. Obviously, they ask for your ID. All you need to do is show up your hand, and you are sorted. You show the scar. The guards immediately just go, right away, sir, right away. Let them through. They are the Hunter's Haven. And you kind of treat like royalty a little bit. It's quite nice. And you make your way in past the steel wall into just marble flooring. You've got waterfalls going consistently throughout this area. It's bridge after bridge after bridge of these lovely luxury houses. And it's very nice in here. It's just marble and steel, and it's so bright as well. For some reason, where it seems a little bit murky outside, like it could seem dull, as soon as you cross this barrier here, it's nothing but sunshine, rainbows, birds singing in the distance. It's beautiful in here. You make your way over to Linamar Palace, which is right at the very peak. You get to the main gate as it's got a little kind of a fenced area at the front with 2 guards stood there. You've got 2 more guards stood on a kind of a post at the top. And you've got this kind of beautifully designed castle or palace behind you. And the guards go, can you state your business, please?
I'll wait for Popo to say something.
We're here. We're here to see the king for a contract.
Oh, you're the hunters. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. So sorry. Let you by. Hunter's Haven. They shove the gates open as quickly as they can. They bow to you slightly as you walk by. Yeah, this is very nice. This is definitely new to you two guys. That you don't normally come this way. This is the first time. This is why it's so surprising getting a contract from the king himself. It's very rare, especially to meet in person. You make your way through the palace again. You're getting beautiful marble roof flooring. You kind of got lovely intricate like blues, very light sky blues with teals and purples kind of swirling through carpets and paintings. You kind of see a theme going on here. You make your way to a back, basically office area where you see a quite stout dwarf, very well trimmed. To be fair, consider it for a dwarf as well. Like instead of having like them heavy, thick beards, this guy is well trimmed. Hands behind his back. He's got like bluish, purple, pink robes covering him. Very casual. He's got his hair kind of loosely plaited at the back, like tied at the top and plaited down, shaved at the sides. He kind of sits there looking at this grand window, just looking out on the entire city. Again, it's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. And he kind of then he goes, "Hey, David, would you mind just closing the door for me there?" He's like, "Oh, right away, sir. Of course." It's like, "Don't have to call me sir. Just if you could give us some privacy, please. Thank you." And he closes the door, and he's like, "Hi, you must be the Hunter's Haven that I've asked for. Is that correct?"
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. Or Your Grace.
Please, don't. I feel weird when people do that to me.
I immediately misjudge. That's what he says, that I go down on one knee because I misjudged the situation.
It's like he turns around, and she's like, "Oh no, please. It feels weird doing that. Please. Okay. I don't mean that offensively. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that nasty way.
Sorry, Your Grace. Yes, sir.
No, please. Can I get you anything to drink? Can I get you some wine? Can I get you food? Do you need anything? I don't know if it's a long journey.
Some water will be fine. Thank you.
Well, absolutely, yeah. I'll.
All right.
You see, there's like 1 or 2 maids in the room with him, like stood to the side. And usually, and you kind of know with royalty and stuff like that. Usually, what would happen is they ask for the maids to bring the water. The maids bring the water. he's very different. He'll go up to the maids, but do you mind telling me where exactly I can get some fresh water for my guests? I'll happily go get it if you don't mind. Like, I don't want to trouble you guys. That's okay. I'll happily go get it. And the maids are there like, no, sir, don't worry. We can go get the water for you. Stay with your guests. And it's like, no, it's fine. Don't. Okay. And you see he's feeling very awkward asking people to do things for him. He doesn't like it at all. He's like, thank you so much. I'm really, really sorry for the awkwardness. Would you mind taking a seat so we can have a talk?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent. So you both take a seat. So you sit down and he goes over with you. He starts discussing the contract. Right? He goes, so many people know that we have the Royal Evening coming up in a few days. Do you know of the Royal Evening? I don't know if it's made its way down there or how. They say it's well known, but I don't know.
No, sir. I do not know anything about this Royal Evening.
No.
I'm usually out in the mountains or the wilderness. Unfortunately, I don't know much for the city life.
Yeah, same.
I know that feels. So I'll essentially when I got married to my beautiful wife, she helped me bring this city to what it was. It was her that brought this amazing change to everything and brought the city up to the standards it is now. And as a thank you, we did a meal as a way to honour anyone that's really contributed in the last year to the city and helped it bring itself back up to a high standard. Unfortunately, when she passed away, I felt like it was only right to keep this tradition going. So, in a few days, we are having this banquet where we'll be inviting farmers and townsmen and royalty and anyone that's really contributed and we feel like needs that contribution recognised in a special way to this meal to kind of treat them and show thanks, and you get the deal.
Yeah, sir.
Recently, though, I got this through the mail. And he slides over a piece of parchment, which is strange. The parchment is black, like slate black. But it still feels like paper. It's not burnt. It's not kind of stone slab or anything. It looks like slate. The colour is slate, but the feel is still a parchment. And you can see inscribed in white. Essentially, it's described in big bold letters: "Fight the hands that suppress the nation." Signed SD. So he goes on after handing you this and you reading this. He says, "This is the initials of the Shadow Daggers. They are a sore spot in our history of this nation. And we haven't heard from them in many years. They are the cause for my wife not being with us this evening." You see, as he says that, he kind of starts he goes silent for a little bit. He kind of gets a tissue and kind of just like dabs his eye a little bit, pulls it away. It's like, sorry.
We understand, even if I'm not as well versed. What can we actually do to help against these daggers?
A contract like this only means one thing. It means they are looking to cause trouble. Any time this letter has been found, a member of royal blood has died. And it's not my safety I'm worried about. It's my daughter's. When he says his daughters, you immediately know they are kind of well known. He doesn't talk about them much. They do make appearances. You know of Grace and Hazel um, Reed. You know they take the last name of the mother, Grace and Hazel Reed. Um, Beautiful young girls, and he's like, I'm very worried about their safety, and I'm looking for people to protect them throughout the evening. I know if they're gonna do anything, it's gonna be during the meal. So,
Sir, can I ask you a question real quick?
absolutely, yes, of course.
Why the Hunter's Haven and not some personal bodyguards?
I mean, there's no price I'll be willing to pay. There's no limit to what I'll be willing to pay for the protection of my daughters. They mean everything to me. They are the last remnants I have of my wife, and I will protect that with everything I've got. And you are
Can I do it?
the finest in the land.
I have to agree with Z here. I understand about taking care of your kin, but we are going to stand out. As you can see, we're dressed for the wilderness. We'll do our best, no doubt, but I'm surprised we don't have other more backup from this area that will fit in better.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
I don't buy that he's just pulling all the brakes out because Popo just said, I feel like a personal royal guards would be better than hunters because our job description is strictly to be hunters. So personal bodyguards isn't part of our job description. So I'm very very suspicious of this decision. So anything that would lead me to lead into my suspicion is what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's insight? Oh, there it is. All right.
Oh.
17.
17. Okay. You see him as being very truthful. He's honest. He is very worried about his daughter's safety. As he just talks about the shadow daggers, you notice there's this like quiver in his voice, and you see like a bit of nerve, and like he kind of like goes back to memories that haunt him. As he said before, he mentioned that the shadow daggers are the cause of his wife being killed. So you can tell there's something, you know. So since this has been brought back up, he is taking every precaution he can to protect his daughters. As you're kind of looking at this and kind of like reading him, you kind of look at him, kind of like sag down a bit, and he's like, I wish I never had to see this again, but and he pulls out behind him what appears to be a kind of a stone, but it's like sheared off halfway with purple crystal inside. It's like one of them crystal stones, and you'll see him kind of whisper something into the stone, and as he says it, he's slightly shaking, and he whispers a date. And you recognize the date, essentially 14 years ago. And a purple smoke and glitter forms out of the stone and creates a kind of like a hollowed out cloud. So you've got purple mist coming around the edges. And you see inside of it no sound, or little bits of sound, but mostly pictures, purple filtered pictures of smoke, mist, blood. You're seeing daggers flying. You're seeing cloaks being thrown over and moving, shadows moving so quick. You are seeing hundreds of people being slaughtered in a matter of seconds. You are seeing guards being dismantled as if they didn't even know something happened. They just, it's so quick. Followed off by a picture of a cloaked figure with a dagger pointing out towards Nodimir as he is on his knees holding Miss Clara in his arms, bleeding out. As he's showing you this, he is visibly crying. A tear forms out the side. He looks to you and goes, "They spared me that day. The last words were to me were to fight the hands that suppress the nation. Can you see why I've chosen to hunt or select people with more destructive capabilities than my local guard?"
Yeah, that's pretty heavy what you just showed us there. And I apologize for my suspicion. But as a hunter, we need all information available to us to properly carry out our contract. We don't make mistakes. We tread as carefully as anyone would on a hunt. You understand what I'm getting at here. We need every bit of information you have to make sure that we can fulfill this contract.
I understand, and you have every resource you need here at the castle, at the palace, from the townsfolk, from the guards. Anything you need, we'll give you. The only information I can give you now, as far as I'm aware, is they do this to punish. They could have just killed me right there and then, but they seem to do this to punish. And if they're willing to take my wife away from me just to punish me for something I didn't do, for representing something they're against, I'm worried what they may do to others that I care about.
Well, like I said, you're a kingliness person. I understand what it's like to lose kin and kith, so we will do our best. Tell us who's coming, who we fear, and where we can stand, and we'll make sure that you have 3 pairs of eyes on everything.
I visibly shake as he says 3 because I'm still looking around for that sister.
Yeah. You see. Actually, let me do an inside check. Hold on. See if he's like clocks onto it. Yeah. Yes, you see. He looks at you and goes, "I feel you. May there be forever peace on the other side."
I'm just wide-eyed. I'm looking for any kind of...
And send my deepest regards as well.
So she's dead. Is that what you... I give my regards as well.
Thank you. But now to business. At what time will this ball be starting? When?
You've got 3 days to be hosted in midday. I thought it would be the least risk not doing it at night. At midday, there'll be a meal. Everyone will be gathering in the main hall, right on the other side of the palace, facing away from the city. It's quite beautiful. Would you like to see the room as it's set up, what it's going to be in a few days?
Yes, please. We can already start looking for some vantage points.
And
Excellent.
any information you have on blueprints, secret passageways, any type of access in and outs, we need everything.
Right. Yeah, I'll lead you through now. Another one of the maids and the guards comes and says, "Would you like me to lead them through, sir? If you want to stay here, I can happily guide them through and lead them where they need to be." And he's like, "Oh no, don't worry about that, Patrick. Thanks. I'll take them though. You've been working a long day. Do you want to take a rest? Like you can have a break. I know you. This heavy. That's armor's heavy." And he's like, Sir, don't worry about it. I'll go check on the daughters." He's like, "Thank you so much. Right, do you want to come follow me then?" And he starts walking and ushering you two through the corridor, essentially. He's kind of explained the history of this place and how nice it is. There's no necessary secret passageways, none that he knows of. The idea is that it's built on the edge of a cliff, so the back end of it is just a sheer drop off the end. The whole point of the dining room is like it's got a beautiful, like these massive windows. That's a beautiful view leading out into the outskirts of the city. Really, just fields, just completely natural fields and rolling hills. It's a beautiful sight. He takes you in there, and if you want to click onto the map now, so you can have a look. I'm going to show everyone who is watching this the map now. So this is the view.
Hey, may I drop 1 quick second? What season is this? Are we in summer, spring, fall, winter?
This is coming to the end of summer.
Okay.
Coming towards the end of summer. Yeah, the idea is that they've gone through harsh winter. They've had a lovely summer to see the rewards of everything they've done, and this is kind of a thank you before the next season starts, or the next year starts. So you've got this staircase here on the left. Essentially, it's just like you've got one doorway that leads in. You've got a balcony just at the top of that stairway that goes across the same width as the room, which then leads to a single large stairway going down. And then you've got all the tables set up. You've got the chairs set up. You've got the main table and stuff set up near the fireplace at the far end. That's where he's going to be sitting with his two daughters. You've got the windows that you can see on the side. They are incredibly tall. They're possibly 40, 50 feet tall. You've got stone. It's kind of marble and wooden. You've got wooden frames within marble stone walls. And as they go up, you've got wooden beams on the roof that just cave up. So there's no real vantage points. The idea of this is that it's very open, very bright because of all the windows that allow light in. And the amount of colour that comes off, because some of them are stained glass, and the colours that come off them is just beautiful. This is a lovely, lovely room. He explains to you the only other way in and out is through the fireplace. And it's a big, big, grand fireplace right behind them. Beautiful, intricate design of like leaves and acorns and flowers designed into it. So yeah, so this is essentially your map. If you want to strategize for a little bit, you can do. But yeah.
I'll turn to Popo. Hey, Popo, I got a little situation for the fireplace that I think would be kind of helpful. I don't know if I told you this, but my jacket, it can make spider webs. So I was thinking, I don't know if you think it's a good idea or not, but I was thinking of putting some webbing up in the fireplace, and I can attach a piece of string, a web to trigger whenever someone comes down. It triggers, and I'll know if they're in there or not. You know, what you think?
That is a good idea, because I do not think it will be on for a summer feast. We should check on it though, before you put the webbing. Make sure there's nothing on there.
Can I go look inside the fireplace?
You can do. It's a fireplace.
I look up the fireplace to see if there's anything in there.
You see the top of a fireplace.
What it is? You said it's big enough for someone to fit through it, right?
It's huge. You've got about Well, the entrance of it that you see here is massive. As you look up, it does funnel in. It does look wide enough for maybe somebody to fit through it, because obviously people have to go through and sweep and clean. It does lead straight onto the outside. You know from this view, if you looked at the roof, this is kind of like just a single room that comes out the back of the palace, because you have windows. So the windows you see on the side as well don't just go up the wall; they also come along the roof, and they all kind of meet in a central point. Again, it's beautifully designed, very intricate. So it goes all the way up to the top, and it flattens off at the top as well. So you know this is kind of like a viewing area slash grand hall at the back of this palace, and there's no part of the palace that leans over it or gets in the way. It's just a single room bit outside of the back of the palace that kind of pokes out, so you get the best view and you're not obscured by any concrete or anything.
Okay.
You know,
basically like a balcony dining hall.
I still think we should check it out. I would like to take out a rope with a grapple hook, tie them together, and say, Nana, take this upstairs and give me some perch. And I would like to flavor it with Mage Hand. Somebody grabs it and takes it up to the top of the chimney for me.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, go for it.
Hold on. Oh, I lost my mouse. There it is. Okay. I got an 11.
You got 11.
Can I tell if he did magic or not, or am I just seeing a hand?
Do a sleight of hand check. See if you can be discreet about this.
I mean, I wasn't trying to, like, Popo believes that it's not so much he's trying to hide it, but
I
have 14 with the
14.
2.
Yeah,
but he can tell if he can tell it's magic. It's fine.
That's what I'm trying to do.
He can try to convince me, but
it was only
he believes this is his sister with him.
You believe there is some magical essence here, but you believe that his sister is with him. But
I start sweating. I take my hat off and I say, oh, jeez, oh God. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that. Yeah. Tell me what you see up there, please.
Tell me what you see.
Oh, you're muted.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I would assume the Mage Hand will put the hook up there and I can climb up the rope.
Yeah, easy enough. So the Mage Hand puts the hook up there. Just for the sheer hell of it, make a athletics or acrobatics check.
We're gonna go with athletics because we get +8 to that.
Alright then.
All right, 22.
22, easy. You just see him go into the chimney. A few seconds later, you're now hearing him on the roof. You're like, oh, okay, you go. Wait. How'd you get up there so quick? Yeah,
I'm a mountain climber.
That's very impressive. So you're on the roof now. A little bit breezy. Still beautiful though. Lovely rolling hills you see in the background. What do you want to check out here? What are you looking for?
One, to see if there's any supply, like maybe somebody already has something pre-planned or have left up there, and 2, any kind of. I know you already gave us a description, but where it might look like, oh, they might climb from over there, you know.
Make a perception check. I'm gonna have 2 checks.
Okay.
I'm gonna have 1 investigation check to see if there's anything on the roof anything that's already been left there.
I'm not very smart, but let's do this. Okay.
So let's do that one first.
11 minus 1, 10.
10. You don't really see much. You're kind of treading carefully because of the glass, and you're minding more of your footwork than actually looking round, so you don't really see much. Make a perception check then to see if there's any vantage points or anywhere you could swing and climb from.
All right, perception is +0, so we have 12. We are on a roll, quite literally.
I mean, you've got the sheer rock face going underneath it because it's flush to the wall, and it just goes dropping down. Like you've got a picture of a baseball field, but the batting mound is lifted up like this. So it's kind of at this angle, if I get that right, about like that angle there. So it just goes up the hill, meets here. You've got a little bit at the back, which is this viewing gallery or grand hall here, followed by a sheer rock at the back of it, just carved out. So you've got that route you know of that kind of climbs up there, and then you've got kind of like mountainous area at the edge, but it's quite far away. It would take a bit of time to kind of get there, really, from the mountain to there. It'd take a bit of time. It's doable. It would take some very intelligent means of getting there, maybe zip line or gliding or something. Like I'm just spitballing. That I'm trying to explain how far away it is.
Yeah, no, I get you.
It's not like flush and connected to it. It's like it's very out of there. So like they're over at the edge. Even gliding perspective though, it's quite low down. So you really struggle. So you feel very secluded here. That's what you get from it.
I like it. I shall go down and report on that.
I'm still sweating about the sister. I'm pacing back and forth.
That's okay. Wait till you see her fighting.
Oh, no.
Wait.
I gotta press back.
Ghost.
Ghost.
Well, I'll climb down and sort of repeat to him kind of an idea and say, looks wonderful to climb, but I don't see a lot of danger from that end. But your webbing sounds good, provided they don't start a fire here, because that smoke would not help.
We'll inform the king about not starting the fire in this here fire pit.
I will make sure that we bring down the rope, by the way.
I don't see any other way for them to really get in here. The windows give you some concern, but other than that, they would have to get to the roof before then, and we should be able to hear them on the roof before that happens. So you think, right?
Yes, definitely. That is difficult footwork. I may be tiny, but if someone even bigger than us, they're going to have a hard time with that glass.
I would say while he was walking on the roof, Z, you noticed didn't hear a single footstep while he was up there. So you heard him going up the chimney, silence, then heard him coming back down the chimney.
This is going to be quite difficult. Do you think maybe one of us should be perched up top and one of us stays down here? Or would that just divide our force?
I think that will divide us. I think we'll be fine here.
Okay. I'll set up the little tripwire inside the chimney. And maybe you should perch somewhere up on the stairs or something to get a view of people coming in and
that balcony sounds good.
Okay.
I'm talking about the main balcony by the stairs that our DM described.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll stay down here on the floor. You can stay up there on the balcony. I'll have a tripwire inside of their fire pit, and we just get any more information about that attack of that night. If we can understand why they were attacking, maybe we could do a little bit of a preemptive strike.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think it might be a good idea to go back to the guild and look up these silent daggers, see anything we can find out about them?
Shadow daggers.
Shadow daggers.
Shadow daggers.
That sounds like a smart idea.
Not silent daggers.
Sorry.
I'm afraid climbing is my expertise. The thinking was always my sister's forte. But yes.
Okay. Your sister. What did you say her name was again?
I called her Nana.
Nana, so Popo and Nana?
Yes.
Oh, that's very sweet. Okay. Can we?
We climbed the mountain together, and she made sure I survived. So
Oh.
now I carry her with me.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but it's good to know that she is with you. You know, three heads are better than two, so you know.
Exactly.
I'm a little nervous.
Um, so you start making your way out of the room. I'm assuming you're making your way out now. Are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you start making your way out. You do bypass sitting in the hallway. You do see Nodimir again. He is sat down, watching the tape that he showed you before. Essentially, he is sat down. He's just watching it over and over again. But he's not watching the whole thing. He's mainly watching a repeat of one of the shadow daggers pointing the dagger at him while he's holding his wife on the floor. He's just repeating that over and over and over and over again, just in silence. He's just staring at it. Again, another tear forms down the eye. Make a perception check for me.
Oh, I am so good at these. All right, 2 plus 0.
2. Okay. He's watching a video. What do we get? Oh no, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Sorry, I made a 16.
16. 16. As he's looking at the video, you notice right out the corner of your eye, while this figure is pointing the dagger, the tip is slightly glowing green, and the hand is not steady. It's slightly moving, but not in more in an intentional way.
Like someone's writing. Does it look like they're writing in the air?
They could be.
Dang. I leave it at that.
With a 16, that's all you get. Well, with a 16, that's all I'm giving you. Do what you will with it.
I kind of report this to Popo as we're walking. Hey, Popo, I just looked at that video again, and it seems there might be some magic involved in that night. I don't know if you noticed, but the tip of that dagger was green, and there seems to be some deliberate movement with it. Is there any way that you can check and see if the king or anyone involved in that night has been marked?
I'm more. My magic is more informal, so I don't actually know how to check that sort of stuff. We could ask a wizard. I know they have books that can know that stuff.
That's something that we should probably research back at the guild. If there's any
Yes.
type of marking magic that involves green.
As
Definitely.
you're walking off, you hear the king. He's like, "Oh, are you done? Is there anything else I can help you with? I'm sorry if I got carried away there. I'm sorry."
You're
It's-
kingliness person.
yeah.
Besides yourself, what would be a high priority target? I know all our citizens are important, but are there some either close to you personally or might be some kind of deal going on?
My daughters are my main priority.
Of course.
That evening.
Probably a better question would be, why do the shadow daggers feel that they're being suppressed?
I don't know. As far as I'm aware, I've had researchers here at the castle go through it. all they could find is that they a group of radicalized people that try and suppress royal bloodlines. They and you see he's like scratching his head. He's like looking for the information. He's like they see that it's like I don't know how to explain it. And there's no. He's looking around again. He's got that same thing. He doesn't want to bother anyone. He doesn't want to ask people to do something for him. He's like, yes. They believe that the royalty is negative and it only is to rule and suppress those beneath them. I don't know how long this has been going for. They just appeared. It's the first time I've seen them on that night, and yeah, and then this letter's come. So
Well,
if it helps, and you see him reach back for that same stone and pulls it out, I was like, do you want to take it? I don't know if there'll be any help to you.
I think so.
not to me, but if you want to take it.
I'll take it, and we can probably bring it back to Nim and see if he has any information about this strange paper.
Yeah, so he hands it to you. He explains to you as well how it works. It is a memory stone. Essentially, you whisper into it a important date that you remember. That is in your memory, an important date, and it will basically show you a kind of a quick brief video of that event or whatever happened that's so strongly inscribed into your brain. He goes through explaining as well what happened that night and the date, so that you are now able to get a view of what he's explaining through the stone of that night. So it's not just like you say it and it's like shows you in bed going like that.
Thank you very much. Appreciate this. We'll do everything in our power to make sure your daughters are safe and you as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so sorry for bothering you. I don't know if this is completely not what you're supposed to be for. I'm just out of options and I'm worried. I don't know what to do. And
we have a creature to hunt, and we will succeed in that. Outside of our usual prey, but rest assured, king person, we will take care of you and your daughters.
That we will. You have a good day. We'll be back.
Come Z, let's go.
He kind of giggles as you kind of like start struggling to say like, oh, your highness, royal person thing. He's like, the correct title is sir. If you wish, it's just sir. If it helps, I'm so sorry. I don't know if that's offensive. I'm so sorry. You can call me by my name, Nodemir, if you wish. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry.
I want to grab him by the shoulder and I want to look in his eye and like, sir, you are a king and you need to act as such. Whoever these shadow daggers are, they must think you're weak, and you got to show them that you're not.
Oh, I'll never remember that name, but perfect. You're a king person. Come, we must set up and get supplies. We need to always be prepared for our task ahead.
That's right.
He kind of escorts you to the main gate. You see people cheering as well as he comes to the main gate to like escort you out. Like people are cheering and going and laughing, like waving and like saying hi and just basking in his glory. And he's like, "Hi, thank you. Enjoy your day. Please be merry. If there's anything you need, just let us know, and I'll be happy to suffice. Yes, I'll see you in 3 days. There shall be 3 days.
Yes, Your Highness.
Okay.
Bye, king person.
He kind of giggles as he bows. The way he bows as well, you see he put his hand on his shoulder, his fist on his shoulder, and he kind of bows inwards like this, kind of there. He bows towards you and then starts walking backwards and then back into the castle. So what do you guys want to do now after the information you've got?
I want to take the memory stone to Nim. Is that all right with you, Popo? Can we go to Nim?
Yes, let's go.
Yes. So you you go back over to the Hunter's Haven. You make your way back in there. You go upstairs, past the main reception area. You go past Folmar Brown as you make your way up to the back area where you see the legendary Nim Darren, the super excited, super happy high elf, who's super excited to see you as he's sat in his chair. He's sat away from you. As you make your approach, he's like, "No, go away, go away. No,
Nim, buddy.
not today.
Nim.
Not today. Not today."
Nim. I'm trying to tell you, Nim. Nim, can you hear me?
I would like to just walk up and like in the friendly punch him back. Hey, come on, we need help. Or slap him, not punch him.
He spins the chair around. What do you want now?
Oh, what do you mean now? We've barely seen each other the past few days. Come on. You don't miss me?
I am a high elf from royalty beyond your world.
Yes, come on. We need you to see
exceed
this.
Many years past you. Every second to me is torture here.
Well, you must be a Massachusetts because you stay here anyway. So, Nim, and I slammed
nowhere else to go. Plus
You can come along next time.
You want to come with us next time, Nim? Nim, you can go with us. If you want.
It will be fun.
Nothing would make me cry in my sleep more than thinking of coming with you on your next adventure.
I thought elves didn't sleep.
Yeah, don't you like meditate or something?
Don't you hang out upside down at night? Oh wait, no, those are bad.
No,
Bats are bats and vampires. I am a high elf, as I've said many times. What is it you wish? Or do you
Well,
want
you're
to
still
know?
very pale.
You're high up, but you're looking pretty low. But that's besides the point. Nim, can you take a look at this and give us any idea of what to do with this information? And I just want to point out that pay attention to the knife, if you will. There seems to be something odd going on.
He sits forward and has a look. He opens his eyes. Actually, like, Well, this is a memory stone used to seek thoughtful memories.
Hit play.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to hit play.
Purple crystals. You use it. You whisper in a date and wish you wished you have.
I get that.
Seen
Nim, hold on.
again.
Nim, let me press play for you, please. Nim, I understand all that. And I get it to start.
Well, it seems like your basic massacre. Yes, people dying. More people dying. More people dying. More
The
people...
knife. Pay attention to the knife.
And you see, when normally so laid back, as soon as they see the cloaked figure and take a closer, like, oh, it looks... Well... Sits up there in excitement. Isn't this interesting? Can you pause it there for me?
Yeah. How do I pause? Hey, Popo, how do you pause this again?
Just
I don't know. I put it on channel 3. That's the best I can do.
Stop. Just think.
Okay.
Stop. Hold that.
And it accidentally fast forwards. Oh wait, no, we went too far.
No, back on the memory.
Backwards.
Bring it back to the memory.
Okay.
Think in your mind. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Just think at that one point and keep it there.
All I can think about is a sister.
It's you.
Hey, you
Alright,
keep those thoughts to yourself.
What you see now Actually,
Yeah.
hold on. Make an intelligence check.
Why does this keep happening?
Just make an intelligence check.
Why you gotta be like this? Okay.
Iraq was right.
I
We
made a
be dumb.
3.
Yeah.
A 3.
A 3. So you were focusing on the memory that you were given. You are now showing a completely fabricated memory of you and what you picture his sister being, just like walking behind him, sneaking around,
Just
like watching you as you're walking. Like
that's not Popo. That's not. I don't know what this. It seems channels have been crossed. Let me try to get it back to what I did. I quickly try to turn it off.
Could the mage hand pick up just some random object and just chuck it at him, just from behind him?
Yeah. So while you're watching this and trying to fix it, you feel
Not to hurt him, just.
You feel a sharp thud on the back of your head.
What was that?
She is not amused. Now get on with it.
You hear heavy footsteps coming up the stairs, doof, 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 doof. And you see a big Goliath coming and going, "Heard a lady screaming. Is everything all right?"
No, that was yeah, everything's all right. Thank you.
I would just point at him.
Oh, there was a lady.
She's not here. She left.
Oh, okay. I'll go back downstairs now. Doof, 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 doof. Don't worry, guys. There be no lady. There is no lady here. There is no lady. And all the guys are like, oh, and you hear downstairs slamming drinks down and aggressive and angry. You hear one or two of the, you hear 3 or 4 of the females already in there going, for goodness sake. I'm just like downing beer. So you eventually get it back to the memory and hold it there. And he looks at it, he's like, very interesting. Well, this is very unique. It appears they're casting a spell. It looks like a... Oh, it's tricky to see from here, but the hand movement is definitely drawing something.
That's what I was saying.
They're definitely drawing something. And it's strange because it's not pointing at them.
Who's it pointing at?
It's just, well, from what I can see, it's only them two on the floor, the cloaked guy or girl or person or thing or whatever it is, pointing a dagger past them, drawing something.
Do you think that wound has been marked?
It could be, but it's hard to tell from this memory. The issue with these memory stones is that it's from personal memories. Like we showed with your memory, that things can be fabricated. It's what you remember, not necessarily a truthful fact of what happened.
What could we do to find the marking or bring more clarity to this?
You could do detect magic, maybe, or I don't know. But if it's gone that far, when was this taken?
14 years ago.
And that's the... Oh dear. I think I know what you're up against. And sits back and he's like really reclines. He's like, I think I know what you're up against.
And it
what
would
that
be...
be?
It appears you're going against a group called the Shadow Daggers.
Okay.
The Shadow Daggers. It would appear the Shadow Daggers are a band of underground assassins whose sole agenda is to attack and torture those of royal bloodlines. First recorded 178 years ago with the assassination of Duke Dodora, the previous Queen of Illyria. Since then, they have been seen all over Illyria to, in their words, fight the hands that suppress the nation.
We knew that.
So they're an anarchist, basically. That's what they believe in, anarchy.
Yes. Well, they were first believed to have shown up. The first record of them is 178 years ago. This was many, many years down the bloodline when Duke de Dora was assassinated. Duke de Dora was secretly known for capturing people and forcing them into farming in order to make crops, in order to sell money, in order for the money to come into the palace so that they could have nice things. It was essentially you're working to make the palace richer. Um, but yes, that is all I can tell you for now. Not much has been recorded. They do appear all over Lyra, and they do appear in many bloodlines throughout this area, all around Lyra. Royal bloodlines, people related to bloodlines.
Is this forced laboring? Is it still going on? I'm not sure.
This kind of act of laboring has been disbanded many, many years ago. The worrying thing is that this group of people still attack those of bloodline anyway. They believe people of royal bloodline are have a gene that will force them to do it again, whether it's through them or through relatives or through cousins or daughters or sons or uncles or nephews. Anyone with a slight hint of royal bloodline, they will try to eliminate. But they have been known as well to, best way to describe it, leave their prey alive, to torture them somehow. A good example of this was, if I can remember correctly, and he leans back. Yes, 14 years ago, Miss Clara Reed, the husband of the current king at the moment, Sir Nodimir Pebblethorne, she was brutally murdered by the shadow daggers, which is, and then you see a moment of like, which is the video that you have shown me, of course. Well, that is all I can tell you at the moment. They are a fast, nimble, and destructive group. They don't leave any marks. They don't leave survivors unless it's intentional. I don't feel bad for many people. I feel bad for Sir Nodimir. There was over 120 people that evening. He was the only one left alive. And that's just in the gallery.
Do you think they're trying to do this again? They're waiting for this specific night to recreate that night 14 years ago.
It's hard to say. They attack in different ways. It's strange. They try and attack from the shadows, but they also like to make a scene. They like to make an announcement. Their ability to just assassinate while in plain sight, with everyone knowing they're there and what's going on, is terrifying. But I am very glad you have brought this with me today. This is definitely something new I have not seen before or in a long time. I would go as far as to say you have almost made my day.
Well, wonderful, Nimmy. Although you did not help mine out too much.
Is there any resource that we can take back with us to help us detect magic?
I mean, best thing to do would be look into the armory, see what we have there. But unfortunately, you know the rules. You are contracted. You cannot invite other people onto your contract. This is your contract. They have chosen to have two people. You are the two that have been selected. You can have a look to see if there's anything in the armory, to see if there's anything that can detect magic or dispel magic or anything that does with magic. But I do not know. I am just a man who knows all from now until the end of time.
But you know all, but you don't know what's in the armory?
It's not my job to know what's inside the armory.
So you don't know all.
Go away.
Okay, Nimmy. Until next time. Hopefully we'll have a better story then.
The name is Nim. No, it's Mr. Darren. It's Mr. Darren. It's not Nim. It's not Nim. It's Mr. Darren.
All right, Nimmy.
It's Darren or Nim?
Oh, you also noticed as well the last time you saw him, he's definitely got receding hairline now. Like out of the stress, his hairline is slowly receding. So he just turns around and goes back to his meditating state. He's like, I will escape this place and be back to my royalty very soon.
Well, Z, let's go see if we can find something, and then we camp out. I find that the best way to deal with a contract is just be there and be ready for anything.
Very, very, very correct, sir. Let's head to the armory.
Okay, so you make your way to the armory. There's not much there. You do see a few basic weapons, swords, axes. You see some shields. You do see some +1 items with slight enchantments. A lot of the stuff you kind of know. Anything high powered anything you get from a quest directly usually goes back into the armory if people aren't using it. But it's kind of a recycling thing that when you get something better, you drop the old thing off at the thing. So if I've got a +2 sword now, I'm going to drop my +1 sword back off of the armory. And then new people that come in that will use the armory to get their weapons and get their armor and stuff like that. Make a
selfish bastards.
Make a let's go investigation. You're actively
hey,
looking.
You're better than me. I'm -1. All right. 8.
15.
You were looking around. You're not seeing anything that really works as detect magic. There are magical items here, but you don't necessarily see anything that will detect or see magic.
Is everybody that's not on a mission right now in the tavern hall or like the mess hall?
Yeah. If they're in if they're in there, they're not on a contract. Usually, people that are on a contract go on their contract and go straight away. They're not going to hang around because they know the rules. They also know that the longer their contract takes, the less they will get out of it. Really. Also, negative things can happen to you as well. So, for instance, if you take more than a month on a contract, you can start taking physical problems from the contract itself. So it's a way to stop people lingering about and taking too long and be like, oh, I'll get to it. The idea is get it done. So like if you stay for longer than a month and you still haven't completed your contract, you'll start suffering points of exhaustion permanently. You will go at half speed. You will start maybe feeling the effects of poison or fire damage, or your max will be dropping every day. You don't know. It's whatever. It's
whatever the DM wants to mess with you.
It's It's whatever Roboska chooses is a fitting punishment for you taking too long.
Before we go talk to the people, besides detect magic, are there possibly any items that could provide protection to someone that is targeted, like say the king's daughters? Even if it's something like a gust of air that will push projectiles away or something.
You have. If you look around, there's not much. I mean, you have stuff like rings of fire resistance and rings of ice resistance, acid resistance. You have armor and capes and stuff like that of acid resistance.
What about poison resistance?
Poison resistance. There is. Actually, hold on. I wrote it down somewhere. Hold on. There are currently in the inventory 3 cloaks of poison resistance.
Can we take 3
cloaks? Yes, you can. Everything in here is free for you to use since you are on a contract and you are bound to the Hunter's Haven, so you can just take them. So you can add them to any one of your inventories that you have 3 cloaks of poison resistance.
Okay. Is there blanks in the armory, like to shoot?
Are there, sorry?
Blanks.
Oh.
Blanks.
Oh, it's an American thing. So it's a bullet that you put in your gun that doesn't actually
Oh, you mean so like fake bullets?
fake. It's called a blank.
Yeah.
We
I
like
know.
to shoot our
No,
guns out here
I
in
was trying
America.
to figure out. I couldn't make sense of the sentence because it didn't work. It was just very random, and then I realized, oh, you've got a rifle. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
me
yes,
too.
yes,
I'm
yes.
like, what?
Yes, yeah. There is an area out the back of the Hunter's Haven that allows you to train essentially your skills. So you can do close up damage, assassinations. You can do.
I'm just looking for fake bullets.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's definitely.
I
definitely
take.
fake.
We grab the cloaks. I grab the fake bullets. I go out to the mess hall.
It's a party.
I load the blanks and I shoot 3 up into the air to get everybody's attention.
All right, Yosemite.
Okay. Because they are blanks, when you fire them up into the air, it does go. All right, everyone, listen up. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, you can.
There's no
That's
fire.
not
They're
how blanks
blanks.
work.
No.
Blanks are loud. The blanks
Yeah,
shoot
not
like
these
actual...
ones.
Not
Remember,
magical blanks.
Your gun is magical. It fires actual bullets. When you put blanks in, you've got to think what these guys. Let's actually have a look. Let's see. I'm going to roll with you.
I like it.
Roll
Yeah. So the blanks that they have here, you fire them, and they go pum pum pum, dum, 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 and fall on the floor. You can tell these blanks are designed for people to aim and stuff like that and get used to using a weapon, because these kind of weapons that you have are very rare. So when you ask people to make blanks, this is what they assume blanks to be.
Nice way to just like stomp out the thing I was gonna do.
Yeah. Well, no, you got to think as well. Like they've never this is very rare. Like you hold a weapon that even others are like, wow. So when you ask them, you got to think when you've asked them, can you make some blanks? You know, ones that don't actually do damage. Like, okay, this is what they thought of, because you can't fire it hard enough to do damage.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, I tried to do this, and I was going for intimidating, but I guess not. And
you can fire a real round off if you want.
But it'll hit the
Could I wait?
Yeah.
Could I catch
Exactly.
on what he's trying to do and help him out with a certain spell I have?
Yes, you can.
Do I have to roll for it, or can I just do it?
It's pretty obvious when he goes, listen up, and he puts his gun in the air.
All right. Well, I'll use Gust to basically rattle anything that could be rattable, like windows, chandeliers, anything. So basically, help him draw attention.
So you hear it go, ting ting ting, and as he goes ting ting, the floor goes. It's like having the earthquake without the sound of the earthquake. You just get
No, I'm rattling stuff. This is wind only.
Exactly. You're just rattling things. And it's like, again, it's like a tornado, and you're getting the gust of the tornado without the sound or the actual tornado. You're just getting the effect of it. So what would be the poof, 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 and everything blowing away is just you going, oh, that thing's blowing. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's intimidating. You do see a lot of people going, thinking they've all of a sudden gone deaf because they couldn't hear the sound of it.
Oh man!
It's a special weapon. It's silent but deadly.
When you say that, a few people go like, "Whoa!"
All right, listen up, everybody. I need your attention, please.
What is it?
What?
What is it? You said you wanted our attention.
Yeah. Yes. Listen, I'm trying to tell you.
Sorry.
Yeah. Shut up. I need a magical item that detects magic. If anybody has something like that, we would greatly appreciate it. I shoot the gun again, and hopefully, Popo catches on to what I'm trying to do.
Oh yeah. So you say that it's like we're looking for anything that can detect magic, and you fire your weapon for real this time. And it's intimidating.
2 seconds later.
It really throws them off because it's so random that you've just fired your gun 3 times after this very calm sentence. You've just gone, if anyone here has anything we could look for, tech magic, that'd be really appreciated. And everyone's like, Jesus. All right. You see one girl at the back goes, I mean, I don't have anything I can give you, but I can have a look. If you have anything I can see, if you can explain it to me, I can try and tell you what it is. I know my magic pretty well.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, she's shouting out loud to you. I think.
No, I mean, is that allowed for us to ask?
Because
we're not bringing her with us, but she is looking at something that we have.
Yes, it is allowed. Yes.
Okay.
That is because you're not. The issue with it, the issue that they have is that they don't want anyone to join in with the contract. They can have someone and help you and give you information and stuff like that, but they can't physically have someone join you in the pursuit of completing the contract. Gotcha. So where you can ask for help and ask people for information ready to take down the contract, excellent. If you ask them to come with you and fight with you, that would start making a grey area in the contract because it's like they've helped you out, but they're not technically contracted, so and if they get caught and if they get injured and then they're also been called for a contract, it creates a whole area of mess. And essentially they've just shut that down, saying that no, if you've been put onto a contract, you have to finish the contract. You can't have other people join you unless it's like given by the head of the company. So you can ask for help.
Gotcha. Yeah, can you take a look at this for us?
Yeah, sure, I certainly can. What's this? This looks like a memory stone, doesn't it? Okay, then. Think very clearly then what's happened and show me, and I'll try my best.
I just repeat the date into it.
You see the memory pop back up again. It goes through, and she's like, oh damn. Oh dear God. Oh, Jesus Christ. God damn. My God, that's a massacre right there. I see what you mean. Let me have a look. Hold it there. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Hold it there.
I'm thinking.
Stop thinking about it. Keep thinking about it.
Okay.
Keep thinking about it.
Oh, if you don't.
Just in case a goblet is floating behind you, in case you start thinking of someone again.
Nah, it's too harsh. It's too harsh. And she looks at it and goes, "Oh, they'll be casting a spell. Okay, that's quite fascinating. It appears to be marking the location. She's not marking it at someone. She's marking it at a place. It's hard to tell because you've only got it specified on these 3 people. But she's definitely marking a space in the area. The look of the lines that she's drawing, it appears to be some kind of... Hold on. It appears to be some kind of location identifier, maybe a transportation of some sorts. As best I can tell, I don't know whether she's appeared to coming back there. It looks like somewhere where you'd mark your territory. You mark your location. You leave your kind of your arcana footprint, so to speak. Yeah, that's what I can tell from it. Is that you'd mark your footprint there, and that maybe you can come back to it. It's like leaving a bookmark in a book. When you come straight back to it, you just pull that and you're back to where you were, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I can tell from it.
What you thinking?
I think we should make them sit in a different location. Is
Can
that
you
what he said? Have them marked
He
in
has a
that spot?
location marked. Well, so the location that they have marked is the ballroom, right? That's where the king lost his wife.
Yeah, so what you can see in the image is that they're laying there, and she's marking something past them. So wherever they were, it's marking past them. But the video that you've got doesn't show specifically.
Where they were.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, it's like a scry. It's like when you scry, you only get that thing, and then everything's fuzzy around it. It is just that memory, and all he's got is that, and everything else around it's quite fuzzy. He's just like fixated on that, and that's the memory. And that's the memory you got. You only saw. You're essentially you're repeating. It's like Chinese whispers. You're just repeating what you got. You saw of his memory.
okay.
That reference is telephone for any American viewers.
Yes.
I didn't know what it was. I just went on Chinese whisper. That's new.
Yeah, Chinese whispers where it passes down and changes as
like-
it goes further on.
It's like biscuits and gravy, but we don't talk about that.
Move on, Mad Minds. Move on.
Do you want a Tarrasque to appear in the middle of this game? I will bring a bloody Tarrasque down on this whole map right now. I will bring it down. I have the sheet ready. I will do it. Do not push your luck, boy. Bring the
Popo,
wrath of God on you.
We should probably inform King of this situation and see what preparations we can make. But it seems like we won't know what's coming till it comes.
Yes. But good idea on the poison cloaks. They may need them.
And like you said, we do everything we can to be ready.
Yeah, so
No, what was that?
Away. Let's go.
okay, so yeah, so you get your stuff sorted. You don't really need any food or supplies because it's only a short travel. The guy that you saw before as well, the guy with the bad tongue, you notice he's not there anymore. You see the chef now is there. He's like, hello boys, how you doing? The guy you had previously, I'm stepping in for. What did he do? He ate an exploding berry. He tried to put it in a berry pie. He had the exploding berry. He blew half the fish, and got really, really big. He had cheeks like squirrel. At the end of it, he is being taken care of. But I am stepping in for you today, sirs. The last guy has a tendency to. He loves to cook, but has a tendency to eat things he really shouldn't, or maybe should find out what they are first before eating them. He's had spicy food before, which caused his tongue to go completely numb. Caused him to feel like this the whole time. It's not fun because I try to explain to these guys the last lesson. Should I do it last session? Trying to explain something to them for ages. And it took ages just to talk to them. Yeah.
I remember him. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. No. Don't apologize. So, yeah, so you make your way there. You sort everything out. You get your stuff. You make your way back to the castle through the different territories over there in the Lilimar Castle or Lilimar City. You make your way back to the palace. The king is sat there. He's kind of pacing back and forth. You make your way back to the office or to the main, kind of like the office area that he greeted you in before, and you notice there's a few people around him, one or two like advisors that are like, sir, if I may humbly say, I think it's the best idea if we just postpone this event. We'll just host it on another day. And you notice he's kind of like talking about it. He's like, if I don't host this, if I cancel, it'll look like I'm a bad king. It'll look like I don't care about the people. We need this to go ahead. Plus, if this doesn't go ahead and we just choose to do it another day, how can we guarantee when they're going to attack? Right? At least with it being public, we know where they're going to come. They like to make an effort. They're going to come and show up there. We know where they are and we know when they're going to get there. If we cancel this, they could come at any time, any day, any night. We don't know. And everyone's like nodding and understand why. And then he notices you two come. He's like, ah, boys, thank you so much for coming back. That was quite quick. That is quite late at night. Is there anything you need?
We, your Highness, do you have any wizards in your entourage?
We don't, unfortunately. No wizards. Oh, actually, we had Gerald. Do you still have Gerald? He asks his like his like servants and stuff. So, do you still have Gerald here? Like, Gerald, I believe is upstairs. Yes. Would you like me to go fetch him? Yeah. Please, if that's all right. I think he still does magic. I think he's practicing. We haven't had many wizards in this area for a long time, and he's training up to be one. So I'll go get him now. Can you bring him down? Is that okay? And they go ask him. And then you do see this young fella called Gerald, about 17, 18 years old. Brings back a book with him, like big, wide, circular glasses. He's like, Your Highness, I'm so pleased to meet you. Sirs, hello. How are you? You called for me? And he sees like he's shocked, he's sweating. He is beads of sweat just dripping down his face, trying to seem cool. Like he swipes over his hair on a comb over to try and seem smart, but his hair is so filled with sweat it just flicks over and slaps. It's like, yeah, yes.
What a vision of beauty.
Oh yes. This guy is definitely Prince Charming.
Popo, real quick. I got an idea, but I need to make sure of something.
Let's hear it.
Let's get this guy to take magic on this room. Make sure nobody's listening.
This guy to take what?
Dude, detect magic to see if anybody's listening in.
Okay. I think you're overthinking the magic here, but okay.
I'm very wary of magic. I got my guns and.
Oh, you got mute again.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
So I don't know magic. I don't understand magic. But I got my guns, so I don't want to take no chances.
Look, the secret to magic is you can be brave as a halfling, like I am, or you can have an ancestor that's very brave as a halfling. And then those kids will be good at magic.
Okay.
That's how I got mine. These draconic powers. It's just we have brave family members.
Okay. I don't know how to deal with that. Hey, Gerald, can you detect magic on this room real quick?
I could certainly try. Detect magic on you.
On this room.
I want to make sure. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, it's a big room. Okay. And he starts flicking through his books. He's like, okay. And he starts like doing the incantation, the arm movements. And you see like a cone of purple and blue goes, and then starts trickling down, kind of like sparkles or like fireworks, as they just trickle down. It's kind of beautiful, really. And you look around. Make a perception check.
Jesus, I'm stuck on the 11s
19
today.
plus 1, 19, 20, 21, 22.
22. Out the corner of your eye, for a split second, you see an invisible orb just go and disappear.
God dang. Knew it. I knew it. Hey, they in here, Popo. They in here. Is there anything we can do about that? I just saw an orb. I saw something. I don't know what it was.
Gerald kind of goes, what was the orb? Did it work? Did we find something?
Yeah, we found something, all right. It's in here. I don't know where it went.
You see him like breathing heavily out of excitement that he's actually done a spell successfully. He's like, and everyone's looking proud, and you see Nothamir is looking back to him and he goes, "Hey, young boy, you did so well. I'm proud of you,
Okay,
man. I'm
you
proud of
guys
you.
are being way too proud of him right now.
Oh,
We got a situation on our hands. There's
sorry, I'm
something
so
in
sorry.
this room that we need to get taken care of before I can reveal what I have planned.
Um, if it, and Gerald goes back to his books, he said, "A sphere." You said, "A sphere, a
Yeah.
sphere." Did it look like this? And it's a circle. But
Uh,
you can understand the draw. It's like shaded on little bits, but it's like the idea is that it's kind of invisible, which is correct.
Yeah.
You did see kind of an invisible orb.
yeah, that's exactly it right there.
That would be a scrying eye. Someone is scrying on you. It appears as a flowing orb, and only those who can detect magic or see invisibility see it.
Okay, is it still here?
No, when it went, it disappeared. That's it. Gone.
Gotcha. All right, Popo, this is what I was thinking. Now we got that out the way. They have got a bead on this place, Your Highness, and we suspect that they have some type of teleportation magic set up in the ballroom.
We
But
do.
now that they can't hear us,
Okay.
I'm thinking we do a farce. We move the time of said event and trick them into attacking ahead of time.
He's like, I can see your point.
So I would like
so you
to.
want me to prepare and get them to attack before the actual event starts?
That's right. I want you to move the event back a couple hours, and we'll replace uh, the the guest with guards pretending to be those.
Okay. So
That is a
did you want me
good
to
plan.
announce? Do you want me to announce? How am I gonna do? How do you want me to tell the people that it's changing later on in the day?
That's a good question. I didn't think that far. Oh man, I had something, Popo, but I guess I fumbled the ball there.
No, I like your idea. I think it's great. So you want them to attack before the guests arrive. I like it.
Hey,
Dude.
I'm sorry. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Sorry.
Okay, no, you're good.
Right. Well, what we'll do is we'll leave it there for now. We'll go on a quick break since I'm no longer in the Dungeon Master seat for some reason.
Okay, that gives me a quick second to go do something I need.
Yeah, so
So
we're
you
gonna have a
can
quick few minutes break. I'll let you guys at home that are watching this have a little think, see what you think to do. And yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, bye. And we're back. Yeah, so where we left off, we were currently they were currently in the main office of the king, Sir Nodomir Pebblethon, the king of this of Alira, discussing plans on how they're going to protect him, his daughters, and possibly his guests, along against the so-called Shadow Daggers, who are threatening to attack. Well, that's what they presume with the letter that they got. So you guys are in the main office now. You're making this discussion. You just noticed the scrying eye that was appeared, looking over you guys, has now disappeared. What do you want to do?
Hey, Popo. So I was thinking to your question of how we gonna do this. I was thinking when the guests get here, we switch them off, or the royal guards pretending to be guests, and put the guests in a separate room, and just make sure that room is fortified and doesn't have a scrying, none of the scrying eye in it. I don't know what you think, man. What you think?
That is a smart plan.
Thank you.
Mine was just stand by the daughters, and when something show up, hit him with his hammer. But yours could work.
I'm very happy that he's praising me because I know he's a legend. So I'm feeling very giddy, very happy.
Yeah, you see the king goes like, "Hey, I think that'll work. I think I'll get David as well, and the other guards. And what, do you want them to change into guests when they get here, or do you want them to arrive as guests?
Have them arrive as guests,
So
and then
we'll have them arrive as guests,
and we'll separate and move your actual guests to a separate room. Make it non-conspicuous. Make them feel like they're having a good time, but make sure that we keep this. Make sure this room is guarded and doesn't have any scrying eyes in it, like we just found here. And we'll move your pretend guests to the main hall, and we'll have it pretend like this is the actual event.
So here is where the actual event is.
Well, we're separating our fake guests and our real guests.
Right, but you want the actual event. You want the event in the main hall, but you
to
want
be the fake.
To be the fake one in there, but you want in here to be the attack. Do you want them in attacking?
They okay. Hold on.
We want them to attack.
You can see he's
the
sweating
room.
and getting nervous. Like this whole plan is he's really trying to
We want them to attack the dining room while the guests are someplace else.
I got it.
So we can better smash them with a hammer.
Okay.
Exactly.
I think we can do that.
All right.
I think we can do that.
We gotta put it on a show. We gotta make it seem like this is the actual. So we gotta make sure to tell your guards to have a good time, to act like they are at a party, and that way they get the Shadow Daggers believe that this is the actual event because they have a bead on you. They've marked this room. As you saw, the scrying eye was here, so they know, and we gotta work that against them.
Right. Got it. Well, if I know anyone who knows how to put on a show, that'd definitely be Grace. I'll go get her now. And he goes, tup, 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 tup. This dwarf that's stomping along, goes up to the bottom of the stairs like,
He has very loud boots.
He does.
Grace! I know, it's so bad. It's so uncomfy. I'd rather wear just slippers or go in my bare feet around it. I don't know how to wear shoes inside. And it's like, sir, it is customary to wear your shoes inside the palace so that you do not, destroy one's toes. It's like, I forget my toes. I want comfort. Anyway, shouts of Grace. Grace comes down, flowing kind of bluish purple kind of dress, nightgown, because it is going to get late in the day now. Kind of nightgown, comes downstairs. Oh, yes, father. You see Gerald as well, who was sweating before, is now almost hyperventilating at the sight of Grace. You see the hair is slicking back, but you see it literally raining off the back of his neck as he slicks it round.
Can I grab my pocket, the handkerchief, and kind of throw it in him? Clean yourself. Come on, clean yourself up.
Yeah, sorry. Dabs himself down, hands it back to you, soaking wet.
Oh, God damn it. Here, you keep that.
Actually, yeah. So as she comes down, it's like, yes, father. What would you like? It's like, Grace. I'd like to meet my guests. Would you boys mind introducing yourself again? This is my daughter Grace, my eldest.
I get down on one knee again.
Oh, he's fine. And she goes, looks at you guys, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. You don't have to do that for us. We
Princess
appreciate
Person, I'm Podrick. Nice to meet you. We're here to save your life.
And you see the king goes like, he's just joking. He's like, you know, they're from the Hunter's Haven, so you know how they get. Kind of gives a look to you like mean, like quick daggers at you. Like, you quickly get the sense that he has not mentioned any of this to his daughters. That they are unaware that they could possibly be the cause of an attack. It's just like, like, cut out. Like,
Did I catch on to that?
Yeah. You both. It's pretty obvious. Like, he's not subtle at all. He's like,
just behind you.
I mean, neither is Podrick. That's why I'm asking. Okay.
He's like trying to peer over the shoulder, but obviously he's a dwarf and she's like a human, so he's not thought of like just going to the side. He's jumping over above the shoulder. He's like, you see, then Grace kind of starts getting a little blushed in the cheese. Goes, "Hi, Gerald."
Oh no!
And Gerald's like, "Hello, hi, Grace. Your Highness, great Grace. Yeah. Okay. How are you?" She's like, I'm good. How's your spells going? I hear you did quite well. You're doing quite well with them at the moment. Yes, I had something to show you if you wanted me to. And he starts flickering through his book again, just frantically.
Gerald, we don't really got time for that. So, listen, Grace, we want you to lead the event coming up in 3 days. Do you think you can do that for us?
Oh, it'd be my honor. Do you want me to spread the word in any particular way? I can throw banners. I can get people to spread the word. I've got some friends.
Just get that ballroom looking spectacular. We want to make this a big event. All right. It just be ready to throw a party.
It'd be an honor. It's been. I best get started then. It's only a few days. It's been lovely meeting you, gentlemen. I'll go get started straight away. Father, I'll see you later. Goodbye, Gerald. And Gerald's not paying attention. He's like, still looking through the book for something. She's like, okay, and starts running up the stairs. After she's disappeared, you hear from behind you, Sunday, and appears a spectral, glowing red rose. He hands out. He's like,
a little too late there, buddy.
Even the flower goes.
It's okay, buddy. There'll be other chances.
There will be other chances, but you got this.
She won't see someone like me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go do some reading and quickly scutters off. He's like, your high. As he goes backwards, like bowing to your high, like saying your highness. He bangs into the door. It's like your high. So sorry. Drops the books. It's uncomfortably long. How long it takes for him to leave the room. So yeah, you are now left with the king. Is there anything you want to do before we progress through the days to the party?
I don't have anything else. What about you, Popo?
We are good, ready, and roaring to go.
All right.
Popo just wants to hit something with the hammer. Let's
Yes.
get to it.
So yeah, the days fly by. You start preparing. You get your stuff together. You get your potions and stuff like that. Your healing. You get stuff like that together already. You come prepared. And then it becomes the afternoon of the event. You see guests start making their way up the stairs. You see the king dressed royally in his, Sunday best. dressed to the nines with slight plate armor padded over him. He doesn't like it. It's definitely not part of the outfit, but you can tell someone's made it for him for his protection. His daughters are in lovely dresses, all in one's in purple.
We never gave them the cloaks.
Cloaks.
I would say it's pretty obvious because you've got the cloaks for them anyway, and you've got a few days to prepare, so you would have done the precautions. So you see the cloaks have been made into the outfit itself, so it's like part of the outfit, so it's kind of like blended in, and they kind of stood there. Oh, this is lovely. They quite like the cloaks. Everyone starts filling in. You do recognize some of the phases. You do see David coming through, and you see other guests as well. If we get up, might as well do it. If we bring up the map, if you guys want to have a look as they start filling their way in, make a perception check for me.
Oh,
jeez. All right.
come on, Dice. You've been good to me today.
They have not been good to me today. 8.
17.
17.
And 8.
8. You notice it looks a little off in terms of you've got all of them as guards who are trying to pretend to be royal guests. It feels less formal. It feels very formal. It feels very official. Like everyone's kind of walking in, but everyone, like you see one or two people are following too much of a structured route. Like they're walking straight in and they know where to go to their chair and sitting down. They're watching around everywhere. Some of them are. You can tell it's not a great. There's one or two that's still trying to be on guard instead of like trying to look like guests and they're just enjoying themselves. So you see a few people on edge, just like looking around, going, "Hello, sir. It's been a pleasure. Yes, the farming season has been good this year. Lots of wheat has grown. It appears the hall is all clear. Shall we make our way further into the hall? Yes, we shall. Okay, let us go this way then."
Can I try something?
Small talk.
So, can I grab a cup of wine or whatever they're serving and try to make a toast?
Yes, well, tell me where you guys are going to be. If you want to start putting your tokens down on the map, here's what we'll do then. We'll start preparing. I'm going to take this one. So in this area over here, you just have like a bard area, kind of music playing over in this corner. I'm only doing this just to show you, really. It's not like they're part of the encounter. But they're just in the background. I don't know if that's completely disappeared for you guys or not.
No, I see it.
Oh, you see, it's like fogged out, isn't it?
The musical one, he disappeared now.
Oh, it's disappeared now.
The musical one is gone.
Oh,
yes.
I just thought of a new little thing I can do. So you've got them there. So whereabouts are you again?
I'm gonna be on the balcony area by the stairs.
So I'm on the floor. He's up on the balcony.
Okay, so you're making over there. If you just highlight your circle, yeah, that's excellent. So you're over here. So you see, let me. I'm trying to picture the right token really to make sense just for guests.
You can just say they're there.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like knowing where people are. Let me do this one then. I'm going to do this one. So you've got a few people sat in the chairs. You've got the daughters here. Sat on these chairs. Here you've got the main king here in the center. So, you've got them there. I'll quickly highlight them so you can see.
Yeah.
The daughters. So you got the two daughters next to him. You got the king in the middle. You got the bard over here on the side. You've got everyone pretty much filling up the guests. You're on the balcony, and then you're obviously making a speech off to the side. You've got your guards that you recognize who are staying near to him. So you've got like David over here. Over here, like one of the guards. I'll take that back actually. Let me get rid of that one. I'll put in a better one, to be fair. Try to figure out how to delete it.
You just drag it down to the very bottom. Here,
Oh,
got you.
yeah. Got it.
there you go.
I'm still learning. We'll put it here. There you go. So you still got David, one of the guards. So a lot of these are guards and people just around the building. You know this.
Yeah.
So you make a speech.
Yeah, so I want to get the glass kind of tink it, and I want to raise it up. And all right, guys, I just want to say a quick few words. I want to say that we couldn't ask for a more and precious king. His daughters are the future of this kingdom, and we need to do everything we can to make sure that this great lineage continues. And we got to remember, guys, this is a party, so have fun. And I guess I'd make like a charisma check or something.
Not necessarily. You kind of make a toast and everything, and everyone kind of cheers like here, and everyone has a swig, and everyone starts partying. The music starts building up. I completely forgot to ask this a while ago. What's your passive perceptions, by the way?
My passive perception is
Passive
13.
perceptions 13 and
9.
9. Okay. That's just double check. I was supposed to ask that at the start, and I completely forgot, but it makes sense anyway. So 13 and 9. Got it. Okay. So yeah, the party's going. It's definitely ramping up a bit. You got the music going. Everything's fine. An hour goes by. Nothing. 2 hours go by. Nothing. 3 hours.
Oh no.
You can see the king is starting to visibly get a little bit nervous, like looking round, wondering what's going on.
Can one of us go check the other room?
You can do, yeah. So you start making your way back through the hallways. It's very simple, straight line. The idea is that you can take a single path through the castle straight to the back end into this grand hall. You make your way into the other room. It's empty. You do start to notice the guests that you told to come at a later time are now arriving at the time you designated. So
remember, we said we're switching them off of the guards, so they're going to a separate room.
Yeah,
and we're
that's to say
taking the
they're now coming into the other room. They're all gathered in, and yeah, they're just kind of bundled in there. They're having a few drinks. They're enjoying themselves. You've got the waiters and the servants. You've got a few people asking, so where does the king be? Is he coming down anytime soon? Will he be joining us? I'm aware this is this new location for the evening's balls and eccentric partying, I believe.
Very soon, sir. He has there's quite a shocking surprise expected.
Oh, very good, very good. Do you hear that, Barbara? And Barbara's like, oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, shocking. That's going to be amazing. Yeah, very,
Yes, amazing.
Yeah, so another hour or so goes by. And then you see David on the side here, just out of merriment, kind of comes up to you as well.
Oh, am I too big? Oh, no.
Oh, no. It makes sense. As long as you know where the spots are, as long as you get it visible.
Yeah.
So you see David kind of comes up to you, and he's like, how do you find the party, sir? Everything going well for you so far? And he kind of like starts like hinting at you. He's trying to talk to you officially, but look casually. Yeah. So he's like, how's everything going? Party going well?
So far, so good, buddy. But I'm getting a little nervous here. I don't know why I went into the Canadian accent for a second.
Yeah. He's like, okay.
Sorry.
I completely forgot that David's French. So I was like,
and he's some of the moves, but that's fine.
We're switching it up around here.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know what's going on around here, buddy. I'm trying to figure it out, but it seems like everything's going smooth. is what's his name? What's the wizard's name again? Geralt.
Gerald.
Gerald. Have you seen Gerald around here?
Do not know. I believe it's up in his room.
He's up in his room. Do you think it'd be possible to get him down here?
I can send someone to go get him, unless you want to. Do you want to go get him, or do you want me to send somebody else? I do not know.
Send somebody, because I don't want to leave. Yeah, I'm having too much fun. Wink, wink.
Okay. Wink, wink. I do. Okay. Yes, I'll go get somebody now to go get him. Yes. So he goes off to one of the guards, and he's like, sure, yeah. Okay, go again. Yeah. You see him kind of wander off, go upstairs. They're gone for a bit of time. You immediately get someone running through the center, very sweaty, very nervous. Not a guard, because all the guards you've got at the moment are in this room. Just one of the kind of busboys or one of the helpers comes through to you while you're in the room. He's like, there's appears to be clothed guys out the front, at the gate. Clothed guys at the front, at the gate, all wearing masks. I don't know what to do. They just stood there staring. What do we do?
What do you want to do?
Have the guards try to escort them away, and we will be ready just in case. I have a feeling they're going to slip through.
He's like, you want me to get some of the guards from in here?
No. I'm sure we have other guards not in here, right?
You do. You have some lower level ones. You kind of got most of the guards. With all the seats, and you said you wanted the guards in here, a lot of the guards are in this room. Protecting the king. Like, you've got the majority of them. You do have one or two still outside, so you send them off, but they're the lower level ones. They make their way to the cloaked figures and like, excuse me, you're going to have to start making your way out the room, out the back. This is a private event. I'm sorry to say that, sirs and moms, but you're going to have to start making your way out.
It's a private event for the king and his kingdom.
Are you watching this, or have you just sent them out?
I mean, I assume I can be in a sort of watching way.
Okay, I just don't know if you were in the room, or you just sent them off to go do that.
No, I want to be because I'm like I said, I'm assuming some are gonna either slip through or push through, and that way after they get past the guard.
So he's kind of like far
Popo's
behind.
here.
Yeah, Popo's there.
So you're kind of looking through, and as they're stood by the gate and they're going, and they're just not moving, they're stood there, hoods over, clasped hands with a dagger in their hand. And he's like, sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave, sir. And goes up right to the gate. Oh, Jesus. You can see the two figures that go up to the gate. The two of the hooded figures out of the three immediately grab the hand, stab straight away, pull back out, and they just drop.
Oh,
it happened in like less than a second. And they just stood there. One of them winks at you, waves, disappears into fog.
Of course he did. I would like to run back in.
So you sprint back in, making your way back. Anything you do as you run in, everything's still merry. A few of the guards like looking around as you kind of run back in.
No, I'm going for the king and the other kingdom. That's gonna be a lot of innocent people. But nope, the king is my contract. I'm going straight for the king.
All right, so you sprint your way down to the king. You notice.
Or the king's ballroom.
Oh, yeah, so you make your way down to the king. Is there anything you say while you're there? They're all still being merry. The king kind of looks at you and goes, he's kind of giving you a nod like, is everything okay?
Our special guests are probably here.
Do you say
So
this? Do you
be
say
ready.
Do you say this out loud, or are you kind of being discreet?
I mean, I to him, not
Okay.
to the.
Okay. So he looks at you, goes, right. Okay.
So be prepared.
Can you get my daughters out?
I think they're gonna go after them. Actually, protecting you might be better if
Do I hear
we're
any of this?
nearby.
If you wish, if you want to come over and hear this conversation, if I get the markers out properly, the conversation you probably hear is around about. I would say they've kind of drifted over this way. So you're kind of down here. If I move
So
you
I
around.
didn't hear anything. So I kind of walk up. What's going on?
Yes,
What's
so
going
you're
on,
kind of all up here. David kind of comes up to you as well. He's like, "Is everything okay, sir?"
The special guests are here, so we need to make sure we have the princess covered. I'll
Right.
be near the stairs just in case, but I think they'll teleport closer.
Okay. I'll go by the daughters and make sure they're okay. You give me the nod if anything goes down.
David has so many accents. I love it.
Yeah. I'm trying to do like a French, but he keeps changing.
He's a man of the world, okay?
Yeah. So he makes his way down to this corner, and he starts making his way over to the girls.
That's me.
Oh, sorry, my bad. My apologies. I keep forgetting. My
Yes.
apologies. Shield. There you go.
You can get your own token. What the heck, man?
He goes over to kind of keep an eye on them.
I had my webbing in the chimneys, right?
You set your webbing up in there.
Did we make this too difficult for you?
No. Make a perception check.
God dang it.
Jesus. God damn it. Okay.
I got go ahead.
3.
8.
Okay.
You're wonderful.
You
picked the worst characters. Okay, no intelligence,
fine.
no perception. Go for it. Spy mission.
So you're doing this. Immediately, you hear Gerald come running downstairs. He's flicking through his book. You see him. He immediately casts a spell. He's like, "Don't worry. I got this. As he casts a spell, same kind of pink, purpley blue mist rains down. You turn around. You see most of the guards are looking around to see what's going on. As this happens, one of the illusions fade.
No, the daggers.
I knew rock and roll would kill the young people one day.
Oh,
and you hear from the back, well. You're quite the clever one, aren't you? As you see David change.
No.
Into a familiar cloaked figure.
God damn, David.
Yeah. So David appears. David, the illusionary, disappears on David. As you now see the shadow daggers in the flesh. You immediately see all of the guards stand up, pull their spears and swords towards them, prepared as soon as something happens. The daughters stand up and go, Father, what's going on? Is there anything you do in this moment while you see them?
Could I run a little closer?
You can do, yeah. Move. We're still in a kind of a surprise round. Nothing's happened yet. We're not initiated combat.
I want to do the same thing. I want to move closer to the daughters. I think. Which way are you going? Right or left, Popo?
Down or right?
Towards David.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna go towards these 4. Is there a limit to how far I can go, or can I?
Yeah, I mean that's up to the DM right now. I just put my regular movement.
I would say, yeah, do your regular movement at the moment, just to see how far you get, because I don't want to get too overpowered.
I can do. 30.
Can I be right over them with the axe right over their neck? As a surprise
I
round.
can get there.
If you're charging weapons out, are you going for it?
That's your full movement?
Yeah,
Jesus.
30 feet. We have a little measuring tool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was counting squares. Okay, that might be one. I was counting
Yeah,
stars.
from
Okay.
there, 30 feet is.
No, I was a little further back, so I should actually be here. Okay. Sorry, I'm used to counting little squares.
No, that's fine.
Not rulers.
Are you going for it then? Are you going all out? Are you charging towards them?
Oh yeah.
Can I do my spell, the web? Can I? Let me see. Where's my attack spell? Can I do my webbing and can I set it up? Let's see, let me get my pointer out right here to block them off from the daughters.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So you set up your web in there. That's fine. If you want to draw a little box or something, just to show you your webbing. So you do that. Since we have initiated combat, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Roll initiative.
Yeah. Roll initiative, boys.
All right, Discovery Channel
do
time.
Oh, 13.
Okay. Well, I rolled my first 20 of the night.
No way.
On initiative. Wonderful. So 22 for me.
And hold on, so that's 17 for.
Really die.
I'm just trying to keep track of everyone's initiative.
The whole night I can't get above a 12. Initiative 20.
So 25 to
No,
20.
right?
25 to 20.
22.
13.
Right, so 20. What was yours again?
2-2.
22. Yeah. So you're first with 22. Any others? 25 to 20.
I'm 13. That's it.
13. Okay, so then it goes.
There's only 2 of us. Anyone? Bueller? No? Okay.
So
E-Rock?
it goes.
Where's our Batman?
Oh, this is this is not good. And then 13 for you, Z. And then it's for the spies. Got it. Okay. So first in the initiative order, you've got is it Bopo? Have I got that right? Bopo?
Popo.
All
All
right.
right.
Got it. Right, what are you going for?
I'm Uno. Okay. Oh, shoot. No, that's the rule. All right. Popo's gonna charge. Well, he's gonna move his 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Where are we? Where's our other hand? We're gonna move our 30 feet. We're gonna take a second to use our bonus action and shout, "Nana, get him!" As a ghostly figure, very similar to Popo,
Oh god.
will manifest itself 15 feet away,
Yes.
and then it will move another 30 feet to flank
Jesus.
to flank our bad guy. She, in all regards, looks very similar to Popo. Same stoutness, longer hair, but her clothing, unlike his, is much redder.
I keep imagining the ice climbers. Bros.
And maybe.
Right. Okay.
And then,
what are you doing next?
and then, as my action, I will cast Hold Person on. I forgot his name already. On this guy.
Oh, that is. They introduce themselves as Drone.
Well, I will
You
try
now
to Hold
see-
Person Drone.
You now see a dark elf. And that says like, don't worry. It is nice to finally be out in the flesh to meet you all.
Well,
Yes. So you cast whole person, do you? Is that what you said?
yes. And
Uh,
he has
what-
to pass a wisdom save of 13.
Wisdom save of 13. Right.
Fingers crossed.
Ooh,
We got this. Come on, Ice Climber.
Come
I
on,
mean,
come on.
for legal reasons.
14.
Oh,
No.
sure thing. Of course, DM.
Yeah, natural 14. Okay, so is that your go? Because you used bonus action and stuff.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to. Yeah, that's all I can do right now.
Right.
Does a king
I could
get
attack twice, but that's fine.
So that's gonna leave your go, and now go on to Drone. Drone looks at you and goes, "Well, without further ado, time to fight the hand that suppresses the nation." And you see them pull out a dagger that you have seen before. You can see they flick it in their fingers, which then makes the dagger appear in smoke. Oh, this is gonna hurt. So they do. The dagger appears and starts smoking around as they flick it towards the girls. The dagger appears to disappear, but there's like a smoke trail left behind, and it's flying at an unnatural speed, which automatically hits. Does your ghostly figure take hit points? Does they have hit points?
Yes, it has its regular save and hit points.
Hit points. Okay. I'm assuming it has an AC.
Yes, 18.
18. Okay. Does a 23 hit?
I hate
Yes.
that question.
Yes, that's a
Yes.
14 plus 9.
Everyone says this. Yes.
Yeah. So 20 hits, so it takes 9 points of damage.
Okay.
As the dagger flies into them and through them, through your spectral figure, and carries on traveling into the two girls. This is a dagger you've never seen before, and you don't know where it is. It's just the mist. You see the mist travel through the girls, and it appears. Oh, sorry, I'll do that better. Hits the back wall in the corner over here as it passed through all three of you. You immediately see the girls take damage. Right, let's have a look. So for Grace. Okay. Okay. So Grace takes a heavy amount of damage. You see bleeding from the chest, stomach, and the back, as it then passes through and also hits Hazel. Oh Jesus! Oh God! Right. Yeah. But Hazel, being the younger one of the two, looks like she immediately takes damage, and it's brutal. She almost like, and she's like on her knees, like clenching her chest out of pure pain. She is looking beat up and not good at all. So that's the action. That's the bonus action.
Well, with the dagger stabbing or going through Nana, she disappears in a haze of smoke.
Oh.
So are none of the guards going after those four?
Well, it's not their turn yet.
Oh, you have a
It's not
turn.
cards, isn't it? Yeah, we're doing initiatives. Yeah. So that's action, bonus action. Then. Yeah, and just with the flick of the wrist, all all they're doing is looking directly at Nodimir as Nodimir screams out in rage for his daughters, as she's just looking at him smiling, as the girls are looking in pain. That's going to be the end of her turn. It's now on to Z. What would you like to do?
Oh, man. I think I need a mark. David. What's his actual name now? It's not David, it's what?
It's not David, it's Drone.
Drone. I turn to Drone, I'm like, you slippery bastard. And I point my oath rifle at him, and I am going to try to hit him.
Go for it.
Okay.
Do it.
No, freak, it's 14.
14 just misses.
Just misses? Alright. I get another attack, so... Oh, I get 3 attacks per action. Attacks per action, 3. So I get 1 more shot. I get 2 more shots. I'm gonna try to hit again. 20. Does a 20 hit?
20 hits.
Okay. It's a dirty 20. So he's gonna take, let's see, 4 points of damage, but he is now marked.
Okay.
So he's a sworn enemy.
So 4 points of damage from that.
Okay. What else I got? I'm gonna try doing a dazing shot. So on my last shot, I'm gonna use a grip point and do dazing shot. So
Okay.
I gotta try to hit again. 9. So I missed that one.
9 misses, yeah.
Oh my god, that's all I could do. But he is marked at least.
Okay. So is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Yeah,
That
so
was
you
true.
go, so you cock up, complete miss, kind of dodges out the way, giggles at you a little bit as you get some scraping off the shoulder. That is very good. Good shots. I like a good fight. Okay, so that's your go. So now that takes us on to the spies.
Dang, guards, you got your rules so low.
Yeah. So the spies, what have I got for them? Okay, so all the spies are going to get their crossbows out and take 2 attacks on everyone. I'm just going to roll 1 dice to see what they all do. Oh, Jesus. That's a natural 20.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So that means that's 1d8 plus 3. Because it's 2 attacks, that's 2d8 plus 6 technically. So that's 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 doubled is 14. 14 plus 6. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. So that's 20 points of damage from one of them. That's 20 points.
Okay.
That's 20 points of damage total. That's because it's doubled. Yeah, so that takes out 2 or 3 guards. I'll say that takes out 2 guards. Just make a note of that. 2 guards. That's for one of them. So I'm going to say that's 20 points from all 4. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80 points in total towards the guards total. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8 guards down already. And they're going to start moving. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's take their movement speed. 30, yeah. So that one's going to come over. Noticing the spider one's going to come here. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to climb on there. 30. Another one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to climb onto the table here.
Are you counting
just
squares too?
Yeah. And then what? This one is going to stay here just to keep an eye on certain people. So that's going to be the spies. Then the guards are going to go. How many guards are left? So what is that? 2 plus 8 of them gone. There was a good amount in here. So it's 20 in here. So that takes us to 12 now. 12 of them. They're now going to do ranged attackers as well, because they're quite far away. They all miss. They're trying to fire. Ting, 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 ting. They're just too quick. They're dodging out the way. That takes us back up to the top of Popo's turn.
Okay, Popo will be angry.
Guards suck.
Yes. Popo's gonna move again. Hold on a second, where was that? 30. Yeah, okay, there we go. I'm gonna move.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna use our bonus action again to summon Nana between us. And we're gonna use the ability. Yes, back again. We're gonna attack through her.
Okay.
So prepare to take hammer to the face.
Yeah.
Alright, we're doing both of our attacks with some forger. Alright, we got 23 and 27.
Yep, jeez, they both hit.
Okay, cool. Let's see, where's my D10? I really should turn on the light. I can't see nothing. Why do I have to go dark? Alright, we take plus 6, so we take 11 and 8, so 19 damage.
19.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that definitely hurt. Yeah, you can definitely tell that hurt them.
You know what? We're gonna unleash Incarnation, and Nana's just gonna make an extra attack. Does a 19 hit?
19 hits, yes.
Okay. Plus 6, so another 11 damage.
11. So that was 19 on the first one. That was 11 on the second one. Got it. Yeah, so they definitely hurt. Yeah, that was good.
And take that.
Brutal.
Hammer time.
Damn. Yes, you're taking these strikes. You can see that they're starting to like. Ow. Looks like we're going to fight them today. Let's do it. They square back up at you. It is now Drone's turn. Drone is going to turn towards you. Actually, I've got to roll dice for this. Okay. So, I will say a 4. They go back to attacking the girls. A 1, 2, or 3, they're going to turn and start attacking you. Because you're taking attacks on them.
Okay.
Because at the moment, the girls are very low health. Very low health. Okay. So, using this new dagger that you have never seen before, you see her kind of like hold her wounds, hold their arm out as the dagger goes back to the hand, and prepares to take aim at the kids again.
Ah, you bastards.
Before launching directly at you. So turns around.
Go for the girls.
Turns around and throws the dagger at you. Actually takes. Oh wait, I'm in combat range, aren't I? So they're going to. Let me see if I have anything. Hold on.
Not the face.
You can take a bonus action on each of your turns to take the They're going to do bonus action or cunning action disengage for a bonus action. Yeah, so they're going to do that to disengage from there. And then, if I can get in line, so I need to be there. Okay, that's fine. They take a few steps, so she takes a few steps away, lining it up to then throw and take throw the dagger directly at you. Does a, if I go back to here, does a 17 hit?
Barely, but yes.
Oh, I rolled an 8. Yeah, so 17 hits. So you take 7 points of damage as the dagger passes in mist form again, straight through you, and then continues onwards, and also attacks Z. So Z does a 14 hit.
Barely.
Barely, right. Rolled 5.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm very proud of this one. And then does 9 points of damage to you.
Okay.
Yeah, 9 points of damage to you. Throws the dagger, and you just feel the dagger go through and slice everything on the inside, and it's painful as a dark mist just goes through you, and then the dagger sticks to the back wall, right at the back, as she just laughs, holding the photo at you.
Is Gerald anywhere around?
Yes, he's on top of the stairs, but he is panicking. He is in fear of his life.
Amateurs.
Okay.
Actually, that's a good point. Hold on. So that is drones go. Z is now your go.
Can I just quickly turn to Gerald and tell him, Gerald, I need you to do something with your magic to get that knife off of us. And I want to turn back to Dro, and I want to move 30 feet towards the girl. Can they move? Because I'm trying to get them out of here.
The girls can move, but they are heavily damaged. Like they are.
I've been stabbed, bro.
Hazel's in death's door.
So
Hazel, the one closest here, the youngest who is here, is on death's door.
Okay. Do I still? Could we say I still have some of the health potions from our last mission with me?
Yes. Yeah. Well, obviously, yeah. I usually allow about 3 health potions to, because obviously you fuel up anyway. You've got, you can always get your supplies.
Would I be able to toss her the health potion?
Yes. First of all, can you make a persuasion check for Gerald?
Oh, sorry about that.
No. I'm just thinking about what would be the best action. Yes. If you make a persuasion check, see if you'll actually help or whether you'll still be nervous.
Okay, come on, roll good. 8.
Right, let me have a look then. Okay. So you weren't very persuasive, but after seeing the girls get attacked, especially Grace, you see he go from like pure fear to anger, and he is clenching his book tight. So he could do something you don't know.
Okay. I want to try to toss a health potion to Hazel. You said was the one that was most hurt.
Hazel, yes. Right. Okay. So you're throwing it then. Make a dexterity check to throw it to her, and they're gonna try and catch it.
A 12.
12. Good enough.
Oh,
You throw
okay.
it to them. They roll a 14. They catch it. I will say on there they quickly take it and chug it down. How much do they take?
What did we say last time that my health potions were?
Yours was greater, I think they were. So I think that's 4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 11 plus 4, 15.
15. Okay, well they're back up to max now.
Nice. Okay.
So
Oh,
well done.
jeez.
Well, would that be like an action that I took?
That would be. Yeah, it would be an action getting the health potion out of your sword and then throwing it over. Well,
Bonus action.
let me roll dice.
Okay, that's fair.
Right.
Leave it up to the dice.
3 or 4, it's a
Mhm.
bonus action. 1 or 2, it's an action.
Okay.
5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
Oh, is it?
It's a 4.
Oh, so it's a bonus action.
It's a bonus
Alright,
action.
nice. So I still got my 3
So
actions.
you still get. Jeez,
Um,
oh damn it!
What?
I forgot your 3 actions.
I have 3 actions, yeah.
Oh, never mind. Go for it. I got HP. Go for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit him with. I'm gonna try to do a dazing shot again.
Okay.
So let's see. I'm gonna use my pepper ball this time.
And it's wisdom
Where are you
save,
shooting?
isn't it?
14. Does a 14 hit?
14 just misses.
Just misses?
Just
dang it.
misses.
Alright, I'm gonna try again. Does a 20 hit?
The 20 definitely hits.
Okay, it's a dirty 20.
Okay.
So let's see how much damage I do first. So that's 11. But I also have explosion on this gun. Where is it?
Oh, you do?
Oh no, the explosion is on my palm pistol. So explosion is not on this one. So
okay.
sorry.
That's
That was 11 points of damage, and then he has to, because I hit, he has to make a con save of DC 15.
Constitution save DC 15.
Yeah.
I rolled a 10,
Yes.
and they have +3, so it's 13.
Nice. So he is. Creature takes damage and must take a con save. Suffer disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of their next turn. So they have disadvantage on attack rolls now. And I
okay.
get one more shot. I'm gonna use my palm pistol this time. 12 doesn't hit.
Wait, do I take damage on that one or not?
That was 11 points of damage on that one.
Oh, 11 points of damage, got it. 11. Oh.
So I missed 2, hit 1.
Got it. And I now have disadvantage on my attacks.
Yep,
Clutch. Okay, is that your go?
that's it. That's all I can do.
Right, now it's the spies. They're gonna do some more ranged attacks. They miss, so they're doing some more pew pew pew. But the guards are kind of like squaring up to it now. They weren't prepared as well for guards being here. They were like prepared for it all to be kind of like people. So they miss all of them. Now it goes on to the guards.
Oh god,
Um,
more joke.
The guards do hit just, and they deal 8 points of damage to them all. So that would be so they all take a good amount of hits. Right, that's from 1. What's 8 times? I'm trying to think how many guards there are. 12. Jesus Christ. That's 80.
800 damage.
80, 88. That's 96 points of damage.
Divided
Jesus.
between
Total.
4 people.
across all of them.
24 each.
24 each. All right.
Are they gone? Did we get rid of them?
This is a
They-
Bonnie and Clyde type deal.
This is a Bonnie and Clyde stuff.
They look incredibly rough. Like they
Yeah.
spawned in. They kind of spawned in ready, and didn't expect all these people to be here. And was just like pew pew, and they're like
Wait, is it crossbows or guns that they're shooting?
crossbows.
Okay.
Just like phew, phew,
Thump, 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 thump. It's blanks that they're shooting.
So they're standing, but they are incredibly weak. They're
Nice.
not knocking on death's door, but they're walking up the patio.
Let's go.
And that's going to be their go. That takes us back to Popo. Popo.
Okay.
Popo.
No,
We're gonna move. Can you hear me?
No Gerald?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Alright.
Not yet.
Nana's gonna go behind him. I'm gonna go ahead and move up to him. And we're gonna double team this. Baby.
Ooh.
Alright, I will attack first with both Sunforge attacks. That is 27 and 28, respectively.
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay, are you sure?
Every time.
So that is 24 damage total. I'm gonna go ahead and action surge and do it all again.
Damn it.
Does a 24 and 28 hit?
Oh, Jesus.
That is 12 plus 11 that's another 23 damage. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my Unleash Incarnation again, so that Nana will do an attack. Does a nat 30 hit? That's a nat 20 plus 10.
Oh,
So
God.
do you get add dice to your next attack because you crit?
Crit, he
So
double.
what?
Whatever he gets on the dice, he doubles that number.
Alright, well, I got a 9
So 18?
plus 6.
Don't you double the dice? You critted.
Yeah, so 9 plus 9 is 18.
Oh,
But the attack, the weapon gets plus 6.
so 18 plus 6?
Yeah. So that's like 24, 23. I can do more.
24 Plus 23 plus another
Um,
23. That's 70 damage altogether.
As a reaction, as a legendary reaction at the end of your turn, looking very messed up, they are going to just like no, and sticks their arm out as you see them into smoke and immediately peer over here where the dagger is, pinned in against the wall.
Come back, you wuss!
Is that the end of your go?
I'm gonna go ahead and move towards the girl with the remaining movement just to make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
might as well, I'm just gonna put some label here, so you know. So there you go. So you know that one's Hazel, and this is Grace. It's now that brings
Princess
us on
Person
to
1 and Princess Person 2.
this now brings us on to Drone. Drone looking very hurt and in a panicked state. Looks to you all and goes, "No, I must complete the mission. You must suffer," and points the dagger towards you. "Even if it takes me with them." Swings it round.
Minion, what did I do?
Is going to throw the dagger directly at Grace.
He has disadvantage.
Oh, he does.
Suck it!
Okay. The first one's an 8, which makes it 17.
Dang, how much does he have to add to his attack?
The next
I mean,
one.
I-
The
I
next
have
one.
plus
The
10,
next
I
one
don't
is
know
a
how much he
3. The next one is a 3, which takes it to 12,
Jesus.
which would have hit. However, because they did plan ahead, last minute before we started, I chose to increase the AC by 3, so it just misses. As the dagger, and it just misses you as well, Z, as it just misses Grace, as Grace is sat in the chair, like that, wheezing, as it hits the wall. And as it hits the wall, you notice the mist around the dagger fades, and it's just a regular dagger that is now sticking in the wall. Drone looks at it now and goes, "No, no, no!" It's getting very angry. So that's an action. Bonus action. Bonus action. Bonus action. Come on, come on. Give me something. Give me something. Give me something. I can't do anything. In aggression, just punches one of the guards. Out of frustration, it's like, no, no, doosh, with an unnatural speed, just knocks out one of the guards. Okay, next is Gerald.
Oh, Gerald, my boy.
Gerald,
Come on, Gerald.
in a fit of rage, looks towards Drone and starts muttering an incantation. And you see his hands start engulfing in flame as he's holding a ball of flame that gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Fireball.
Now encasing the size of his head, getting bigger and bigger, and launches it towards Drone. Oh, this is so cute.
Yeah.
And he misses. And that one.
And as he launches, it fires it towards the window. A massive explosion of fire encases the area. How can I'm trying to describe how big the area is.
You can do a circle, and
Yeah.
you can do that.
Encasing about this much of the area. Launches a fireball in that area. Drone takes
So long, guards.
For real.
9.
Whoever was on that table, well, here's to early retirement. I mean, both tables, really. I hope they have a good 401k.
Look at health fund.
So, is there life
As-
insurance?
As another legendary reaction, he is going to throw his dagger. Drone throws his dagger over to this wall here and puffs with it, which is 2 legendary actions, so he's got no more legendary reactions. As he jumps over to this wall here. This area now in red is all burning. So he jumps over, and he is looking in the worst shape you could possibly think. You don't know how he's still standing. They're like, "You'll pay. Though we're not done with you." As Gerald is like still looking at the fireball in anger, like he's aggressively staring over at the fire before turning his head. That's gonna be Gerald's go. It's now Z.
I'm gonna turn to Dro, I'm gonna first give a thumbs up to Gerald. Like, good job, boy. I know you can do it. And,
he's out of it. Like he's not paying attention to you. He's in
Gerald?
pure anger.
Gerald, turn around. Gerald. I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit Dro with another grit point. I'm gonna try to do a winging shot. I'm gonna try to prone him. So I'm gonna try to hit him
Oh
with the,
no! Wait,
what?
I've messed up. Hold on. I remember he threw his dagger, and the dagger no longer became what he needed it to be. So he doesn't get the dagger back, which means he can't teleport. Which means he's stuck in there.
Haha.
Oh,
Carry on, carry on. It just means he's burning alive.
okay.
I have ice spells. You want to chill? But I'll be here all night, folks.
So does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit.
All right, let's try it again. I'm assuming a 13 doesn't hit either.
Nope.
Okay, I'm
Get
waiting for
outta
that.
here.
Come on. I missed all 3 shots.
Okay. So you
That's it,
miss.
that's all.
Pew, pew, pew.
Well,
The fire's really bright. You're surprised that it throws rock. You're trying to aim down your sight, but the fire is so bright and intense that you can't really get a good aim on it. You do notice, however, the dagger is in the wall behind you.
can I action surge?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So I'm gonna action surge, and I'm gonna try this one more time.
The joys of being a fighter.
Oh yeah. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
does. Thank you, Egg. Thank you, action surge. All right. Damage first. This is with the palm pistol. 10 points of damage. And I hit him with a winged shot, so he has to make DC 15 strength saving throw to not be.
Wait, DC 15.
Yeah, so 10 points of damage, and he needs to make a DC 15 strength saving throw.
Okay. How do you want this to look as you put an end to what should have been my favorite character? One of my favorites. What do you do to end
So I get up.
as you end Ko Zarzak?
I get up on the table. I got my both pistols in my hand, and I'm shooting, and all you hear in the background is just like dramatic music going ah. Just keep shooting until eventually I get him down.
So you see, like, you just see the bullets go into this fire. As the fire starts dying down, you see. I might as well. No, leave it there. You see, drone just there, like. He looks over to the spies and goes, "Finish the mission." And then Gerald flicks his hands and the fire goes into the middle, burns into a crisp. As the fire's down again, no more sign of Drone. Just ash left there. Drone has been eliminated. Is that your turn?
Yep, that was my action surge, and what can I do?
That leaves us onto the spies. Seeing Drone being essentially cremated, they look back at each other and go, "Finish the mission," and turn towards the children.
There's that web still there.
Is it like a high wall of web, or is it on the floor?
So I have it set up to attach to the wall, and you said there was pillars in the room, right?
Yeah, I'll allow this that it can go from the roof to the floor and from the wall.
Okay.
It's enough to kind of encase that, so I'll allow
It's
that.
30 feet. It's 30 feet.
Yeah.
Radius. So No, it's a wall.
Yeah, that's high enough. So this one is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You do get attack of opportunity on it. On Spy
Okay.
2.
I want to do an unarmed strike.
Go for it.
Because I had Traven Brawler as a feat.
Go for it.
The 11.
11 hits.
All
No,
right,
wait,
so
sorry. 11 misses, sorry.
Oh no.
11 misses, so you don't get that attack of opportunity. Steps further forward this way. Gets their crossbow out. Or gets the dagger, sorry. Launches the dagger. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20. It is at disadvantage. Still 15, which hits. That's at Grace. And that does 1d4 plus 3. 2.
Ah, that wall's gonna stop me. Dang it.
Grace is looking incredibly hurt. Grace is on death's door. As another dagger goes shooting straight into like the shoulder area here and digs in deep. As she looks at the father and just goes and it's like starting to panic. This one 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Doesn't have
See,
clear
you're pretty
view.
durable, right?
Yeah, pretty durable.
Okay.
Doesn't have clear view on anyone.
Does a what?
Doesn't really have clear view on Hazel because the other spy's in the way.
Yeah.
And
Would I get an opportunity attack on that one too?
Grace. Well, no, because they've entered into your. Well, it depends because you're stood in between 4 squares. So I don't know which square you're in. Depends what square you're in. If you're in this square, then
You also already
no.
used your opportunity attack.
Oh, but it's
Oh yeah. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you've already used your reaction. That's the
Oh,
point.
okay.
You've already used it. I could go after Grace again.
But doesn't an opportunity happen for every? This is a whole different interaction, though, isn't it?
No, so it's once around you get a reaction. An opportunity
get
attack
one.
is a reaction.
Gotcha. All right.
Because your reaction could also be a spell or other stuff like that.
They're gonna go for it. He's gonna go for it. He has to.
She also gets death saving throws, so
Yeah.
Not if he doubles up.
It is a disadvantage because it's quite a distance. 11 still hits. Wait, 11. Yeah, still hits. So even, yeah. The next dagger takes her down, throws at Grace, and you just see her with a look of panic looking over her dad, panicking before the other one. Straight into the neck as she passes out on the chair. She is unconscious. The next one 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets to about there when climbing through the tables. Does not have a clean line of sight on Hazel. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Doesn't have a clean line on Hazel. So yeah, Grace is down, the spies are done. That is now the guards' turn. The guards turning around, looking at what's happened, take another round of fire. And they miss. All of them just firing around, but as the spies are moving around, they're too fast. They're a bit fussed as well with this giant fireball that's gone on next to them. The fireball did take out a few of them. Yep, so there's not many left, but there's still a whole load on this side. That takes us now to Popo. Popo.
Okay, well,
blow me up.
Yes, how'd you know that's what I was gonna do? Was I
That's what
Was I choreographing that too well? Alright, well, I'm gonna go stand or move out in the middle of the tables, even though I can't really intercept for the ladies, but it's fine. Now it's also gonna move up. Just gonna stand actually in front of Hazel.
You can intercept if you want to stand in the way and make it visibly clear that you're going to be in the way of them. Then
Well,
you can do that. But...
Nana's gonna be visibly in the way of Hazel.
Okay.
I'm gonna move closer to them, and then I'm gonna Thor this up a bit. We're gonna swing our hammer round and round. We're gonna throw it right into this spy right here in the middle.
Yep.
And everybody in a 20-foot radius, which would mean them, them, are gonna have to do a dex save.
Yeah.
All right, I'm down with that.
15.
Dex save of 15.
Yeah.
That's fine because I got a 20.
Okay.
That's a 19.
Collectively?
Oh no, that's one. I'll be nice.
I mean, that's fine. No, I don't mind. I just want to make sure.
That's for one.
They still take damage from the explosion, but
2 saves. Number 3 does not save. Number 4 saves. So only 3 doesn't save.
well, the hammer erupts in a fiery explosion, and everybody takes the ones that saved. All right, the ones that didn't save take 15. Everybody else takes half, so 7.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure what it's gonna do with the spider web, but that's somebody else's problem.
It'll burn the spider web.
It don't matter. It don't matter. You throw it, the spies go flying, burning in ash as they burn away. Yeah, they're done. They are done.
They're all gone? Nice.
They're gone. So
let's go save the daughter.
Thrawn is gone. That's gone. We are officially out of combat now. You see the father comes charging up over to Grace.
I still have health potions.
You still hold on.
Okay.
Remember, this is every 6 seconds, so I am going to roll a death save.
Okay.
What is it?
Dun, dun,
12,
dun,
12
dun.
seconds per 12 death save. Where were you in the initiative? It would have been Gerald first, then Z. Okay. That is an 18, so that would have succeeded.
Nice.
So yes, you come over, pour a potion in. They come back to roll for hit points. Then, well, I would say don't bother rolling for hit points. They obviously come back up to life. You see the father is panicking and crying. Holding Grace in a very similar position to how you previously saw in the video, holding the mother. You see Hazel quickly rush over and make sure that her sister is okay. You see Gerald come running over and like stroking her hair and making sure she's okay. Is there anything you're doing in this moment?
I'm gonna pick up my hammer and make sure that nothing else is in between hidden or gonna pop up later.
Okay. You look around. Everything seems weirdly peaceful. A few moments later, you do hear a large crowd come storming through of guests, going, "Hey, we heard some rockets over here. Is everything okay? Oh my god! Well, you said this was going to be a surprise. Talk about going after the bang, indeed." And you see all this. They clearly have no idea what's going on. They're just looking at the big fire pit that's going off beside them.
Hey, mine's. You don't have to judge the size of my pit. Every man can have their own pit size. It's how you use it that matters.
Oh my god.
So Yeah. So
I'm a halfling. It's
to-
proportionate, okay?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
So you wrap things up. Unfortunately, the party doesn't go ahead. The guests are escorted out and told to leave, and the party will be, or the evening will be rescheduled for another day. Both of you make a perception check.
I missed my plus 10s. 5.
This is whether you get something cool or you miss it.
18.
Aw, come on.
18.
18. Yeah. I got a 15. I don't know if I can see that. 15 plus 3.
Luckily
I got
enough,
5 plus 0.
You do spot the dagger that is
Mhm.
pinned against the wall near the fireplace.
Okay. I pick it up and inspect it.
You look at it and you look at quite deep at it. Do you plan on? It's got a very intricate design. It's lovely, shiny. There's no stain on it, no damage on it for some reason. Considering it's taking a few hits from the wood, it looks incredible. Incredibly light. Feels almost hollow. Light as air even. Incredibly sharp though.
I
Are
turn
you
to.
going to keep it or are you going to hand it in?
I think I want to keep it. I want to turn to Gerald and I want to say, hey, can you get this working?
I was like, he's like stroking her hair. She's kind of like opening her eyes and looking up at him and smiling as they see each other. The father kind of takes a step
Way
back.
to ruin a love story there, Z.
Oh, sorry. I saw a shiny blade. And
He's like, I'm so sorry. Takes the dagger. He's like, I might have. I'm sorry. He's like very
not right
flustered.
now. You don't gotta do it right now. I was just wondering if it's something you could do.
I can. Let me put it down. And he puts it down. And he looks through his book. And he gets like a pearl. Places up to his head. He has his pocket. He's like, and then puts his hand over it and goes. Eyes go pure white. And then, yo, this is dope. That's a cool dagger. So essentially, I'll let you know the dagger's abilities. It is on D&D Beyond. You can find it on there under the homebrew section.
Okay.
It is the, if I find it
What's
actually.
it called?
It is the what's it called? I believe I called it the Blink Strike. The dagger is known as. So it's a magical dagger, very rare, called Blink Strike. It is +3 to all attacks and damage. It also has a secret ability. It has 1 charge per long rest, where using your bonus action, you can activate it. You can activate the blink ability, where you can, and then as an action, throw the dagger, and then anywhere between from you to where you're throwing it to, it can blink. It can blink through any object that is no more than 5 feet thick, and if it comes into contact with anyone, it will do damage to them. So if you can get people lined up in a row, you can just hit them all in a row. Same attack for all of them. No disadvantage on the attacks. If you successfully hit somebody with the dagger, then you can, as a bonus action, pull the dagger back or blink to it, and the dagger keeps its ability, so you can keep chaining attacks. If you don't successfully hit with it, then the charge is gone and it just becomes a regular dagger.
Gotcha.
Plus
You're gonna have to show me where to find it in D&D Beyond later.
Yeah, but it'll just be under the homebrew stuff. You'll have to, for your character, you'll have to put on homebrew. You have to allow it. I don't know why that's happened. Hold on, what's going on there?
I'll look for it later.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll sort that out. But yes, so that's essentially the dagger that you have in your hand now. An incredibly rare and powerful dagger. So you essentially over the next day or so, the king thanks you. He's like, I want to thank you again for what you've done for me today. I can't guarantee that I won't be back, but you've definitely saved my children. I don't know how to repay you. Is there anything I can do?
I'm just happy to help. Popo, you need anything? Maybe, I don't know. I'm just happy to help.
I'm always glad to save kin, so it's all good.
Kin?
Your king, sir. Well, not my kin, but his kin.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I was like, whoa.
No, goes, I ain't related to them.
He looks at you and goes like, I appreciate it, and anything you need, just say, and you can have it. You have done me a great favor today. I don't know how I'll be able to pay you back, but thank you. As of now, I think I got this correct. You've completed your contract, and your contract is now closed. And you now see the scar disappear on the hand, showing that you've completed your contract. You're no longer contracted to the Hunter's Haven. Yep, so you take your findings. You make your way back to the Hunter's Haven. On your way past, you do see the lovely Grace and Gerald sitting down in the garden. Just like Grace is leaning on his shoulder. And Gerald's looking utterly terrified, like he doesn't know what to do with his hands. He's like sat there like this. He doesn't know what to do. He's like,
I whistle.
There.
I whistle as we go past him.
He's like, hey! And as he does it, he throws a bit too aggressive, and Grace goes flying off his shoulder. Like, hey, oh god, sorry. And Grace kind of giggles and enjoys it. So you make your way back to the Hunter's Haven.
I give him 2 weeks.
He like goes to wink back at you, and he's like, and she slaps him. So you make your way back to the Hunter's Haven. You enjoy a good amount of beers and enjoy some drinks and food before making your way back up, as you have to report back to the CCD himself, Fulmar Brown. He's like, oh hey guys, how'd you get on?
Oh, we got on all right. How about you, bud?
I'm doing, same here, same there, all that lot. It appears your contract is done. You've completed the contract. Ooh. Oh.
See, look here, bud. You do that every time we do. And look, I'm just trying to go get a beer.
Isn't this interesting? Oh,
yeah.
Amazing. Right. Well, anyway, that's your contract code. Amazing. I believe she would like to go see you upstairs if you're okay to go do that. All right. Thank you. Bye. And you just start making your way upstairs over to the head of the Hunter's Haven, for that Bosca Zagri. As you see her kind of stood there, hands behind her back, and she goes like, hello, my good friends. How's it going? Did you enjoy yourselves?
We did.
It was a good party.
Yeah.
I am glad you enjoyed your party. Is there anything I can do for you while you are here? I believe did you get good use out of your new attire, Z?
I didn't get a chance to use it just yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. I did find this. You can check that out.
Oh, very good. Let us have a look. Let me spend a few minutes with it to see what it is. Grabs it and goes, I know what it is. Puts it back in your hand. It's a very powerful dagger. It is your choice. You can either keep the weapon, but remember the rule. If you keep a weapon, you must exchange your weapon or give something back to the guild, whatever way, in service or in food or in weaponry. As long as you give back, allow others to attack themselves. And for you, is there anything I can do for you? Did you bring back any spoils?
No spoils, I'm afraid. Slim pickings in this hunt.
That's fine. I did hear they burned to a crisp, which I definitely enjoyed watching. It was fun.
I'm
You watch.
glad you enjoyed it.
Well, I have to keep track of all of my my hunters, no? I cannot have you just
How-
hunter enough. Especially when you're dealing with odd, odd acquaintances such as this Shadow Dagger.
Old,
as well
old
as drone.
acquaintances. What's going on here?
Don't worry about it, don't worry. It has been a pleasure, I believe. Thank you very much for putting your service into the Hunter's Haven. If you wish to partake in any of our services, please put your name down in the contract and you will be free to drink and be merry until your next contact. Have a good day. And just starts drifting back.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so you both sign your names back on the contract, relisting yourselves, and yeah, that is it for our session. That is another Hunter's Haven quest completed. Well done, boys.
Yay!
Well done.
God,
I am
geez.
so annoyed. So annoyed.
I'm sorry.
They were supposed to die.
We triple teamed you.
The girls were
They
supposed to
were
die.
supposed to die too.
Yeah. Girls were supposed to die.
Oh man, we were supposed to die last one.
Yeah. You were supposed to die in the last one. The girls were supposed to die in this one. And you
Dang,
stopped
wait,
them.
why?
That's the point. Like the idea was that it was supposed to set up for something bigger. But no, he's fine. Now he's happy. Now they've saved him. It's supposed to be a great tragedy, but no, you have to stop that.
Hey, we could turn it into a musical.
But yeah, anyway, it's very late here. I realise we're going for 3.5 hours now, so we'll just go quick head off to you guys for watching. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Please come and join us on YouTube channel and check out these videos if you want to watch them on demand. Come to Twitch if you want to watch us live. We've got the information at the end of our stream that'll tell you when we stream. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope to see you next time. All right, say bye, rookies.
Bye.
Bye, rookies.
All right, see you later.
Later.